fucking do it.
You know what's crazy? These prelims were probably on at like 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah, they were on at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Your mic is over there. It should be on already.
Imagine having to wake up to be proud of your son.
Oh, man.
Imagine having to wake up to be proud of you.
Your flight's at 6, right? A.M.? Guys, Garrett's dog is easily a light heavyweight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like
Easily a light heavyweight. Matter of fact, needs to slim down.
I'm about to put her up, honestly.
Yeah. Do that real quick. Yeah.
Garrett's dog has once again been DQ'd.
Yep.
This is the second time she didn't make weight. I keep telling this.
Tested positive.
Tested positive for stuff.
Elevated levels.
Yeah. And they go, look, Lola, you've either got this in your system because you're a dog or because you were doing steroids.
Did you see that supposedly Nate Diaz got popped for elevated levels?
I saw that, and then like instantly they went back on that and was like, no, he's cleared. I think that's a gangster ass move by Nate Diaz because he pretty much knew. He was like, hey, they're going to try to call this shit. If you even going to try it, I'm not even going to do the fight.
Yeah.
And you don't have no power in the UFC until you kind of get your own money back and know your worth, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Pretty great. Like I'm pretty sure it was like the first time that someone like came out like first off and they were like, "Hey, this happened."
They're like, "Hey, no, I did.
Yeah.
I tested positive, but no."
I like how he immediately was like, "Hey, all the rest of you guys."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, though.
Well, did you see the UFC press release where they were like, "Well, we've changed our testing standards recently, and under those new testing standards, Nate wouldn't have tested positive because when we tested his supplement is a straight up vegan, dairy-free, non-GMO, all this other stuff, and it still made him pop hot, you know? He's like, that's the only supplement he's been taking.
Yeah.
And it's like a recovery thing. But they retested it, and it's like, I think something like 5 of the bottles that they tested of that supplement came back with trace results. But
Really?
they also said the amount that he had in his body was not enough to even be performance enhancing.
But those tests, I'm super sensitive, I'm sure.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's USADA, and they even stepped it up further recently. And so now they're backing it back down. They're dialing it back down. Did you see what John Jones said?
No.
What?
John Jones went on Twitter and was like, he quote tweeted Nate Diaz's tweet, and he was like, "Yeah, man, it sucks how like one false positive test can ruin your entire perception." It's like, come on, John. Hey,
John.
Yeah, come on, John.
Hey, stop it right
dial
now.
it back, bro.
Yeah.
Dial it back.
You have Instagram. I can pull the pictures from 3 years ago. Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
Oh man. You know, I love that. Like, even like through everything, I'm still.
He's still the greatest.
He's still the greatest of all time.
I mean, honestly, like.
Yeah.
And if you look, the one crazy one is Michael Bisping. You look at Michael Bisping's record, and until like 2 or 3 years ago, everyone he had lost to had at some point
Was
popped
major.
hot
Yeah.
for steroids.
Cody Garbrandt as well.
Yeah.
All his losses have come from people that tested positive afterwards.
No love.
Yeah.
No
love.
love for Cody. No love.
You know, it's weird that they didn't overturn that. That they didn't overturn that Dillashaw fight.
Yeah.
Because
that one was surprising.
Because they were like, oh well, his results didn't come back positive from the Garbrandt fight, but it was after the fact, and in between he tested positive for an out of competition one before the Cejudo fight, which I mean would only stand a reason, like it was in between the two.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I mean, why
If
would you do steroid? Yeah, why would you do a performance enhancer for Henry Cejudo but not for Cody Garbrandt? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like in between, like, okay, you got popped in between. What didn't you get popped for? You know,
Exactly.
TJ Dillashaw is actually starting a company, and I saw this on Instagram, and it's hilarious. He's starting a company, like a juice bar. It's called Clean Juice.
No.
Yeah. And people were just roasting his ass on Instagram when he announced it.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, he was taking it in stride. He's like, yeah, in hindsight, might not have been the best time.
We should have called it literally anything else.
You saw to approve Jamba Juice is gonna fail.
Yeah. Now these two are heavyweights. This is the first fight on the prelims.
This could easily be two comedians fighting.
Yeah. That's Freddie Correa right there.
That's Freddie Correa right there.
There's he's on TV.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah. That guy's 15 minutes easily.
Yeah. Oh, he has a good 15.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man,
It's a
that's
thick
the
boy.
future of comedy is
His former
former MMA fighter, just guys who are like famous for something else, wanting to give stand up a try.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I hate because they're doing it, but not the right ones. Because there's some MMA fighters I would love to see do stand up.
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, you said that on Twitter yesterday.
I want to see Chael Sonnen like 10 right now.
Chael Sonnen talking about the Nogueira brothers coming to America and seeing a bus and trying to feed it a carrot is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of his set is going to be like punching down racial jokes.
Yeah,
and that's why I want to see it.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But he was like, the Nogueira brothers, they came over here. They didn't, they're from the jungles of Brazil. They come over here. They saw a bus. I watched Nogueira try to feed
He
it a
did say
carrot.
jungles of Brazil. Like there's not major cities
Yeah,
there.
like Rio doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like,
These guys were born on a tree.
yeah.
And they came here wanting to fight.
Yeah.
I feel like Jeff Hughes was sucking in his gut. In that
Oh,
picture,
yeah, big time.
You know?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
compared to my guy over on the left, he was just like, be natural.
Yeah,
Very
he's
confident.
doing-
The guy was like, how does this look? Do I look slim?
Yeah. He's doing the gut sucking.
He is
going,
trying to
"Oh, I have
suck
abs,
it
I
in."
swear.
I got ass.
It's like his abs are under a comforter or something.
And you know what's
man.
crazy is like they always switch out the commentary team, but Bruce Buffer is there no matter where the fight's at, no matter when it is.
I like how stylish he's gotten in the last couple years.
Super
Like
stylish.
it's become like the highlight of the night. Like when I
Yeah.
see Bruce Buffer, I'm like, ooh.
Migos level clothing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
if you throw that man a gold chain,
Oh, it's
It's a
over.
game.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done.
And not only that, but the way he announces the main event, especially for the pay-per-views, he'll like do like a jump spin.
he trains in the gym for that.
I'm sure he does. He tore his ACL one time.
He showed a video of him like literally grabbing, like setting different attachments
Yeah.
and doing that turn.
Oh,
and
my
just
God.
pulling weight with it. He takes this seriously, dude.
Because I remember, oh yeah,
He's a black belt in something. He either used to box or do jiu-jitsu or something.
because I remember Joe Rogan was talking about one time Bruce Buffer tore his ACL doing one of those spins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know what you've never seen? Bruce Buffer's wife. You
That's
know why?
true.
He gets bitches.
yeah, of course he does.
There's a reason he got those suits, player. Something
Well-
about that UFC check.
Yeah, something about them suits. The drip is unfuckwittable.
That's just a different Ric Flair right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Hughes. Not because he's a bald white guy, but
He's just you without comedy.
the other guy
That's-
danced before he came in the octagon. Never a fan.
Yeah.
Never a fan of that.
So did Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
And I wasn't a fan of it
kicks.
then.
When I saw that, I was like, is this man really going to do this? He did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? I think I have nothing actually against it. It's just like when I think about it, I'm like, oh, if I was dancing, that means I'm super nervous. You know what I mean? If I'm trying to play it cool, that means I'm super nervous. But you never know. Some
It
of these
also
guys might just be
depends.
super cool.
Yeah, like there's cultures that
Yeah.
traditionally dance before they go to war.
Yeah.
That was he did like the haka, right?
Yeah.
He's from New Zealand.
He's from New Zealand, but he's born in Nigeria. And even in Africa, there's like tribes and stuff that dance before they fight.
I wish he would have done the lean with the rock with him.
Ooh.
And they
That
get
was my
knocked
movie.
out.
Yeah.
Just get KO'd.
The lean with it, rock with is my move in middle school, bro. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was it. Because I'm 26, so that was real. I probably could.
That
Yeah.
that sounds like hilarious corner advice. Like, look,
Yeah.
lean with it. Rock with it.
You're leaning when you should be rocking.
Rock.
Yup, in your white tee. Ooh, I think they like me.
He just comes back to the corner. Okay, you gotta eat. You gotta eat.
Just pick him up, yeet him across the octagon.
This is what we trained for. 1, 2, yeet. 1, 2, yeet.
Man, these big boys are always so much fun to watch.
I just like to see him walk around.
Until it gets to round 3. Once it gets to round 3, then it's no longer fun. Heavyweights are no longer fun.
It
It's
just
like,
turns
guys,
into
come
hugs.
on. Yeah.
My boy throwing kicks.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. He's light on his feet.
He's loose.
Pessoa.
Brazilian sounding, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine if you wear yellow and black trunks, you're probably
Yeah. They normally try and do it by country colors, but you never know. Jeremy Stevens for a while was repping Mexico. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Because like his mom was Mexican or something, and I don't know. He just repped Mexico.
Little heathen.
Yeah. A redheaded dude from Iowa was repping Mexico.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But to be fair, Canelo's red haired.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, maybe.
Oh,
Nice,
okay.
nice.
I like how he got him in the clinch, but Hughes caught him with like a left.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna stand.
Yeah, he's like, nah, we're not doing that.
This use is definitely more of a one-hitter quitter type of cat.
Oh yeah.
I'm always worried.
Okay,
when I
dog,
see-
calm down.
I'm always worried when I see refs that I don't recognize too.
Yeah.
Like, who knows what kind of jackassery could happen?
You get-
How different the commission is up there.
Oh, in Singapore, I think that's where they.
Ooh.
Okay. Pessoa's coming
okay,
after
he
him.
came back.
Pessoa, I don't know how you say it, but
I want to say like Pessoa,
maybe.
but I feel like that's not Spanish. sounding.
Yeah, O and A always makes a wah sound.
Pasaw.
Yeah.
Nice
Okay.
left.
I feel like
And that's the thing.
he's really scared to get in there close with
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like this use guy throws hammers. Like if something lands, it's done.
Yeah, you see him like when he looks like he's getting hurt, kind of take a step back, and not charge him.
Like, this is in the pocket
He
waiting.
kind of
Yeah.
looks like a shaved big country.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Big Country was always that one was he was a fighter that really surprised me when he kind of blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's the type of
No.
dude, like, he had a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but would never take people to the ground. Like, he was a legit jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
black belt.
But he just loves to throw hands.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's always kind of scary when you're like, oh, he's really good on the feet, but when you take him down, that's a black belt.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
think about it, that's a good business decision because who do we like in the UFC more than someone that we know is going to go to war every single time?
And his
You
look
know?
is underdoggy. Like,
Yeah.
He looks like an American typical guy.
Yeah.
He had that mullet just flowing.
Yeah, like why do you think
Yeah.
Cowboy Cerrone is the most loved MMA fighter of all time?
Cowboy.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
know he's going to go at it every single time.
I just like how he had that one braid.
Mm-hmm.
That was such like a biker look.
Yeah, that was
That was
sick.
a-
Oh, like,
That
this
was
guy, I want him to come to the octagon in a Harley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just blasting ZZ Top.
He's just wearing UFC MC.
Yeah. Oh, this is previously recorded. We don't have to watch these commercials. Nope. There we go.
Highlights.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Oh, my God, throwing some shakes. Okay,
Yeah.
you shake it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think this Pessoa dude's.
I think he's
You
just
think he's-
way
If
more
Hughes
skilled.
don't catch it with anything, he's gonna win this match.
Yeah.
Really confident, like right now, like just like his look, like how he's kind of like planning his punches right now.
Well, you can tell that Pessoa, like even for a bigger dude, has good feet. You know what I mean? 'Cause he's he's bebopping around, you know, kind of moving.
Yeah. Even like his front foot, like
Yeah.
he's kind of flat, but you can tell like how he's bringing it up. He's trying to stay on his toes. A
Yeah.
little.
He moves athletic.
And he's doing that.
moves.
He's doing that Thai style,
Yeah.
where he just comes with that front foot heavy and like pops it
Yeah.
up and down a little bit.
Yeah.
He's keeping that left hand down. That fly swat, nice.
Yeah. Interesting technique there.
Exactly.
Interesting move, Cotton. We'll
He's
see if it
going in
pays
for
off
that
for him.
inside leg, but I think everything else is just a.
Oh yeah, look at his
Yeah.
calf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hughes' calf is all red. Now this back tattoo on Hughes, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, oh my God,
Oh, wow.
for bringing it
What
up.
is that?
It's a really metal version of Ryan Ross's Godsmack.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
You know
I
what
can
I'm
see
saying?
that.
If Godsmack was even harder.
Yeah, he got
And the tattoo artist is just like, we had a guy ask for this.
Yeah.
In the weirdest of places.
I'm not the one so far away.
Now that's a song you come out to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a song you pull
honestly-
your parents into the room.
honestly, like every song made during that period sounded like it was made to be an intro for a UFC fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like every rock
yeah.
song.
Dark and heavy.
Yeah. Headstrong, I'll take
the
you
band-
on. Yeah.
The band Thrice was just making UFC intro for sure.
Headstrong
For sure.
is like I lived in my garage. So,
Oh, yeah. No, Headstrong is like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like actual weight gloves.
This is a big 5 bench press, dog.
yeah, Headstrong is like all the kids at my school bully me, but one day I'm going to beat the shit out of them. You know what I mean?
If I keep hitting this bag.
Okay, he was coming back with a little bit of pepper. I was at a UFC event the day before one time, and me and Eric, the bartender at Noreen, shout out to Eric Roth, we went up there and we watched them build the octagon. It's actually a pretty intensive process. They had like 15 people out there.
It's
Yeah, there's like a mat on top of wood and then that canvas.
Oh, knocked him right hand.
Oh, man.
He got right back up though.
Yeah. But here's the thing. For a heavyweight, Pessoa looks like he could go 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know?
He's moving nice.
Yeah, but he's still jumping in and out,
No.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing is ever going to top that as far as like bad heavyweight cardio that
Kimbo and
Kimbo and
Kimbo and
Dada
Dada.
5000.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That motherfucker died afterwards.
2 times.
Yeah.
He died 2 times.
Yeah. He fought so hard that he died.
He dyed his hair for that.
Who's ever died after winning an MMA fight, you know?
Oh wow, great way to go out.
There has been one guy, but not in the UFC. It was like
Yeah.
a regional Brazilian promotion.
Oh okay.
Yeah. But it's crazy how many boxers die as compared to how many MMA fighters.
The brain trauma though.
There's been like 3 boxers die. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot more brain trauma.
Oh, you said get off me with your clinch. What do you think you're doing trying to wrestle me?
I don't let you types touch me anyway. Hold on. Oh.
Oh,
Okay, that looked like a blooper.
yeah.
I'll fucking throw a kick too. I did this 10 times before. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's no way they practice that.
No.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw something.
He
here.
just
Let's
threw
check
that
this
out
out.
there.
See what happens.
That's how MMA fighters riff. They just start doing techniques.
Yeah. Oh man. Nice bot. Okay.
Hands on the head.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
You better get up, homie. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I don't think that's enough to win the round, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he still won both rounds, though. Would you say? Yeah, because second round could be tied.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
knockdown.
got that knockdown. He was dominant for at least 80% of that match.
Yeah, I think it's 2-0 Pessoa.
And he's landing a lot more.
Yeah.
All right, you better knock homeboy out.
Yeah.
You got to go for it now. Good
Yeah,
leg kick.
they both look pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
he was to let that thing off.
If you're a heavyweight, why would you ever wear those tight shorts? You know what I mean? Like, it's a bad choice.
Look, with Megan Thee Stallion,
Yeah.
all right, these heavyweights are getting all types of confidence, and that's a very brave man in the octagon. Yeah. Now the more I look at it, I can't help but laugh.
Yeah, it's like, why? Who told you that was a good choice, man?
Man. My man look tropical in the ring.
Yeah. He's wearing those as if like, oh, I'm gonna need a lot of leg movement here. I'm gonna need a range of motion for my legs.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We all know how athletic I am.
Yeah.
Okay, to his credit, he has thrown some kicks.
But that was going to be his opener.
He's not Yair Rodriguez, but he's been throwing kicks, yeah.
My favorite was those old in Pride. I think it was Kevin Randleman that used to wear like the gladiator shorts.
Yeah. The fucking
Yeah.
Spartan style.
R.I.P. Pour some out for a real one, you know. We just poured on my floor.
Yeah. My favorite in Pride was the pro wrestlers who would come into their pro wrestling shit.
Oh man,
and
yeah.
get they fucking ass beat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was like a weird part in history where they were
Like,
as much as like Pride is like seen as like UFC competitor, if not better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have professional wrestlers, and we're gonna run like a storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
they did kind of have a storyline that they all kind of played into. I think a lot of Pride matches were fixed, but I think not a lot, but I think a few of them were.
Well, look at the matches. Some of them
Yeah.
didn't need to be fixed. It was a real fighter
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
a pro wrestler.
Well, no, I'm saying like I think some of the big ones were kind of fixed.
yeah, same.
Just because I think they wanted to follow a storyline as well, which I understand, but you know, come out and say that. You can't just mix both. Like that's the thing with pro wrestling. You go in there knowing, like, hey, this is choreographed,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's still impressive. You know,
Like, you know, there's a predetermined outcome.
Right.
But at the same time, like, oh, this is just impressive.
Now, do you think Pride was big on steroids?
yeah.
Well, they did, yeah, they,
They didn't test it all.
They didn't test it all,
Vanderlei-
man.
Silva was like the prime example of like
That's what I miss.
not on steroids.
Yeah.
On steroids, you see that.
Put them all on steroids. Put these guys on
put 'em on.
steroids.
I think if you just set a limit, like, hey, here's the limit for your testosterone levels.
Yeah,
You can take a little bit of steroids. Everyone can take a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Take a bite.
But it depends
Yeah,
how
yeah.
awesome you look on steroids. If you look great, we're gonna fill you up, bud.
But
Yeah.
also, like, I think some people have naturally high testosterone levels. You know, so those guys won't get to do as much steroids.
especially guys that fight.
Right. So it would be like it would even it out, I think. Because you have somebody like who was it? Vitor Belfort. Whenever he
yeah.
was on TRT,
Yeah, that was great.
son.
Uberim?
Yeah.
Uberim looked
Yeah.
like a comic book character. That was great.
Yeah.
You know-
Overeem, whenever he fought Brock Lesnar, looked like someone drew him. You know what I mean?
I want to let 3 regular guys fight that guy.
yeah.
And just see what happens.
ever
Seen like those like that weird like MMA company that has like multiple fighters.
I have seen it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a mess.
It's like you're watching one fight and you're like, oh, is that? And then out of nowhere, this dude comes and just, wow, you're like, oh shit.
Shit, it takes time. If you really don't know martial arts, it takes time to understand one fight. If there's
Yeah.
certain things going on, you know.
Well, not only that, I think it's dangerous because like somebody could just get blindsided. Like you could all just be like, we're ganging up
Yeah.
5-on-1 this dude. You know what I mean?
Now this is a bar.
Yeah.
This is your local PTs. Come on now.
Yeah. I wonder how many fights happen at all the PT's locations around Las Vegas.
Enough to fill the card.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. PT's Fight Night. That would sell quickly. Wouldn't it?
Oh wow! And they just have like a small ring.
Yeah.
It's an open mic, but for hands.
It's an open mic for hands. You know, they used to have the I don't know if they do it here, but
Boxing gyms would have those open fight nights.
no. At the Arkansas State Fair, they would have a fucking open like MMA fight.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, like anyone can get in there and fight, and you know, you just can't like you could stay in if you want. If you could stay in there if you wanted to.
Wouldn't that be a bitch if someone really good was just there and was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll get in right now.
Well, they did it for qualifiers for it was called like toughest guy in Arkansas.
oh wow.
It was like
Great name.
yeah.
Great name.
Yeah, if you won a
Oh.
qualifier, they put you in a tournament, and it was like PFL style, where you had to fight multiple times in a night.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That
just
would be wild.
just to go to and just be like, what the fuck, man?
You know, it's kind of
Crazy that
like the first UFCs were like that.
Yeah.
people fight like the same guy would be fighting multiple times throughout the night, and like now it's like, oh well, you got 3-4 months to train for one fight.
And
It's like-
against a style you've never fought before.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like Khabib whenever he won that fight, and he was like, give me 30 minutes, I'll be right back if you want. We'll fight again.
God, that guy's a monster. Like
Yeah.
he changed the game as far as UFC goes.
I'm telling you, I was at the press conference where they were like, Khabib, this fight with Dustin Poirier, it's going to be in Abu Dhabi. Do you feel like you have an advantage there, like kind of, sort of a home field advantage? And he was like, listen, We can fight Abu Dhabi. We can fight in Vegas. We can fight on the moon. I don't care.
Oh man.
He said,
That's
I don't
terrifying.
care.
There's another guy. I think it's just like Dagestani people. There's another dude from his country who I don't know what division he's in, but no one can take him, and no one wants to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, these guys are insane, bro.
Yeah. There was another question that was asked at that same press conference. They're like, Khabib, you said that previously you're thinking about retiring before too long. You want to have a few more fights and then retire. Like, what is your plan? What do you want to do? He's like, just want to maul people.
Man.
And it's like a thick Russian accent too. So he's just like, I just want to maul people.
It's a thick Russian accent, so you believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just sits there. They're talking all this shit to him and all this other stuff. And he just sits there quietly. And he's like, okay. That's why all that shit blew over with him and McGregor, I think.
Yeah.
Because Conor was talking all that reckless shit.
Yeah.
And I don't think
yeah.
it clicked in Khabib's head like, oh, this is all for promotion.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
especially when he said that stuff about his religion.
Yeah,
Oh,
about
yeah.
his religion, about he
his
called his dad
family?
like
Yeah.
a rat terrorist or something like that. And he's like, okay. And you can watch in the press conferences, Khabib's like, okay.
Alex Jones brought it up.
Yeah?
Yeah, he brought up like Khabib is really ISIS.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. The only proof I have to not prove that is videos of him on top of Americans beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So it's not really
Yeah.
it's not really the best thing.
Unanimous.
And him
decision.
being like vocally outspoken against that type of thing. Like, if you check his Instagram account, he had this one post where he was like, listen to all, he's like, I know I'm like a huge figure in the Muslim world, and he's like, I just want all of you to know, like, please do not radicalize yourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, all this
yeah.
other stuff. He's like, it's not going to help anyone. It's not you're not doing anything for the religion, blah, blah, blah. He like had this whole long post about like,
Wow.
it's totally, counterproductive to radicalize.
Oh shit. Now I'm interested. Sorry to interrupt you, Garrett.
No.
I'm interested in this. The first Muay Thai Thailand fighter ever in the UFC.
Ooh.
Really?
This is gonna be great.
Is
yeah.
he fighting this woman?
Yeah.
Honestly, Thailand, he could probably make her weight class.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
She probably struggled to make weight.
Yeah.
His transition isn't fully over yet, but he's here to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have you ever seen that Frank Grillo show on Netflix where it's like he goes to all these different countries and he sees their like interesting styles of fighting? He goes to Thailand and talks to a Thai fighter and all this other stuff, and
Yeah.
he's talking to one of them, and he's like, when did you start doing that? So he's like, when I was 12. He's like, why? Why did you start when you were 12? He's like, I moved from the country up here to Bangkok. He's like, I just figured that was a good way to make money for my family. He was like, I send the money back all the time. I live here at the gym, blah, blah, blah. He's like, they feed me twice a day.
That's a lot of things people don't know. Thai
Yeah.
fighters in Thailand, Muay Thai is like the cultural sport.
Yeah.
So these people make a lot of money.
And what's
off
crazy
of
is-
amateur Thai fights.
That's the only place where gambling is legal in Thailand.
And they bet on the. Not only do they bet on the fights, they bet on amount of leg kicks.
Yeah.
They bet on if the guy gets tripped.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
and not just the like championship fights, like the 12-year-old fights. They're
Yeah,
betting on
there's
those
money
too.
in all of it.
Yeah,
There's a wild card. It's gonna be this new 12-year-old.
yeah.
You know. Singapore looks nice. It looks like a fake
Singapore is
picture.
nice. I think it's.
Yeah.
I think that's the country where they'll like put you in jail if you spit on the street.
Yeah, you can't do that. There's no homeless people there.
Yeah,
No homeless.
Yeah.
Not what to do with them, I don't know, but there's no homeless people there.
Yeah.
yeah. They probably throw them away like in a trash can.
They're like,
What do you
hey,
think this water's for?
Oh, that's a pretty good commentary. John Gooden, Dan Hardy,
Paul
and Paul
Felder.
Felder. Paul Felder
it's
coming
good
off
to
a
see
win, isn't
Dan
he?
Hart
That's a band.
Yeah.
associated with the UFC.
Yeah, Dan Hardy's not officially retired.
Oh no.
No, he's saying that was a lady.
Come on, Luke Boomy. That was a chick.
That
Yeah.
was a chick.
All I know is that was a tie.
Well, we
Come on, Luke Boomy.
Didn't cut any weight
yeah.
for that fight.
Okay, if Luke Boomy beats this bitch's ass, don't say I'll tell. Yeah, this is the promo video for Tiger Muay Thai I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiger Muay Thai is like this insane Thai gym in Phuket Where
Tiger Muay Thai. Yeah, I've heard of it.
yeah,
Bengals
yeah,
fan.
it's vicious. They break people there.
Yeah.
They break people.
Well, don't they like first thing in the morning have you start kicking a tree
Uh-huh.
to like get your shins conditioned to kick you?
And the coach holding the pads beats your ass if
Yeah.
you don't start fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Let's watch these foreigners fight. Let's do
Yeah.
this. Come on.
Let's watch these foreigners.
Let's do this. Come on, Loma.
Now these are,
she's a robot.
Terrible name.
yeah, she's,
Terrible nickname.
she's a sleeper cell. For
Yeah.
Sure.
She's a.
The coach is just yelling numbers at him. 75.
Yeah, or
31.
like, they're gonna go in there. The coach says her says her activation word.
She's a fucking Manchurian candidate.
Yeah,
Jesus. Tiger. Man.
She's a Spetsnaz agent.
Yeah. She's a T-3000 or something.
Oh yeah,
That's,
for sure.
just
Have you
liquid
seen
metal.
the preview for that movie, the new Terminator?
Hey, you know what? They use computers.
Yeah,
They use computers.
It's gonna suck.
I'm
but
like, this
gonna go
video
see
game
it.
looks dope.
I'm gonna go see it.
That's one way to put it.
And that's how I felt about the new Rambo too. I was like, well, this looks shitty, but I'm gonna see it.
Like if you've seen all
I'm here
Rambos
for
to that
it.
point, you're just like, well,
Yeah,
you
you're just
know,
on. It's like the Fast and the Furious series. You're like, I know these are bad, but I'm in.
just
at this
watch
point.
it. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they do Fast and Furious in space. They said that was like their net. They said they were gonna work up to that.
You know,
Oh,
at this
man.
point,
a
like
Mustang on the moon.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
my
like
God.
it's like all like a cheesy like horror franchise where it's like, hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to like Las Vegas and then we're
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
to space, and you're like, oh, this is where this got out of very hands.
Yeah.
The last one they were on Antarctica.
Oh yeah, they had like the tank, right?
Yeah, they had a tank chasing like a Porsche 911.
That fucking rules, dude. That rules.
Garrett's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
That was so awesome.
Yeah.
it's
Like
fucking
thinking
dope.
about that, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm in.
Oh my God! Hey,
A
let's
tank
put
chasing a
Tyrese
Porsche
in
911?
Antarctica.
Yeah,
real
I'm
quick.
good. I'm
What
in.
was it? Shabs and Shaw and Hobbs or whatever,
Yeah,
where
Hobbs and Shaw.
The Rock is literally pulling like a airplane.
Yeah, well, they
or a
fucked
helicopter
up.
with
Like
the
Captain
chain.
America. Yeah.
Yeah.
They fucked up because they actually gave Idris Elba superpowers in that movie.
Oh, did they
Which
really?
made-
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally has superpowers in that movie.
That's actually
He's
hilarious.
Black Superman.
They had a WWE wrestler, Roman
Yeah.
Reigns, which is like The Rock's like cousin, whatever that means.
He my cousin.
He might.
Everybody, my cousin.
Yeah. Damn, that's a big pimple on her
Oh
chest.
yeah, you know, like
That's
she tried to
staff.
pop
That's
it.
staff.
Yeah, they tried to pop
Yeah.
it that morning, and they were like, "Oh, we just made it worse." Oh,
You think
no.
it's a pimple or do you think it's staff?
I hope that's a pimple.
Yeah.
You know what? People say that when they see so many Thai girls, and
Yeah. You're like, do you
I
think-
hope that's a pimple.
Yeah. It's just a really big clit, dude.
Jesus. I'm glad we're doing this at your place, Garrett.
Yeah. May as well.
All right, Loma. I don't know
Look,
what
we
that's
got-
on.
we
Look,
got
I don't know what's
Loma.
on your chest, but I know what you want on your waist. Come on, girl, win this
Yeah.
fight.
Ooh, interesting stance.
Wow.
Nice
Yep.
kick.
Straight up. Gave her the old height.
Just going heavy kick first.
I
Yeah.
love the front kick.
Yeah.
I'm not setting
front
shit
kick.
up with a jab or anything. I just want to knock you out. Okay, Loma. She's from Russia. She don't play.
Good
Yeah.
clinch.
White girls are braids. Be careful.
Yeah, that's true. You never want to fuck with any of them.
Yeah. She could be
White
from
girls
Venice
with
Beach.
braids and white girls with airbrush shirts from like Destin, Florida and stuff.
No, you don't want
Yeah.
that. No.
That's the wrong kind of
Come
smoke.
on, Loma.
Yeah.
There you go, Loma.
Muay Thai clinches are the best. Like especially like a really good Muay
There's
Thai
so much
fighter.
technique in that.
Yeah.
So much technique.
Like the way like she can kind of control the neck.
Oh, those punches
Man.
look nasty though.
Yeah.
Nice knees.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I see a 115 fight, I'm always like, okay, this is going the full time. You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
one's,
No one's knocking anyone out.
Yeah.
It
The
does
last-
happen, though.
It does.
Yeah, it
happen.
has happened, but I just assume straight up that
These are Pats. Yeah. Tell this terrorist. Tell her.
yeah.
Tell us.
She has no clue what he's saying. She's like, yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure,
sure.
for sure.
She's alive. Yeah.
I won, right? I won. Okay.
That I always thought about that disadvantage of like
Not knowing English.
having to wear like the top and everything like that.
Yeah,
Just like that,
yeah.
how she was just grabbing the tank top.
On a off note, what do you guys have coming up as far as comedy? May as well plug your shit while we're here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my podcast off, start my show. It's gonna be releasing weekly starting next week.
Wait, this podcast?
I'm trying to do like a whole little like a series. Just I've
cool.
had a podcast
That's
before, so
dope.
I'm just relaunching.
Cool.
Have some episodes recorded already, so
Nice.
got
yeah,
that
man.
going on. And then trying to produce a show for the beginning of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
not sure.
Can you talk about it?
I don't want to talk because I don't have. I have like an idea of what I want the show to be.
Right. You
But
don't
as
want-
far as like where I'm going to do the show, I'm still trying to figure
Yeah.
that out and like everything like that. But
You don't want to let our legion of fans down.
yeah.
Hey, 3 people listening to this by mistake.
Yeah.
He's not producing a show.
Yeah.
He never said anything.
Vince, what do you got coming up, man?
Let's see. Just a lot of performance, man. I'm headlining. What is it?
Ooh.
Lit Tavern. Next
Nice.
Wednesday.
Nice,
Doing
dog.
that for the time, and then next week, I think I'm doing like another Don't Tell comedy.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
And,
nice.
yeah, I'm doing a bunch of little.
You're not supposed to
stupid
tell
shows.
anyone about it.
Yeah, don't tell anyone, dude.
Oh, sorry, man. And also, I'll be in San Antonio, Texas, doing some stuff over there.
Oh, sick.
Is that with Adam or
No,
is that
just
you?
me.
Nice.
Just me. I'm flying out,
Nice.
doing some stuff. Got a place to stay in the whole
At the
nine.
club out there?
No, man. There's different gigs. So
Oh, sick,
I
sick.
forgot how Texas worked. It's such a big place.
Yeah, yeah.
So they were like, "Hey, you're doing this bar gig in Johnson City," and I was like, "Oh, how far is that from San Antonio?" It's like an hour, 30 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
great.
Sick, dude. Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dope. It'd
It's
be
like
fun.
when people hit me up from out of town. They're like, "Hey, what other shows are there on this days?" And I was like, "Oh, Mondays, you got Dive Bar,
Yeah.
you got Sand Dollar, and you got Backstop at Boulder City." And they're like, "Oh, cool." And then they find out they're like, "Hey, is Boulder City like 50 minutes away?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
for sure,
Far.
yeah." They're like, "Oh, okay."
Have you ever done Don't Tell comedy?
No, no,
He can't tell you.
yeah.
I don't know. Yes, I've done it 2 times. It's a fun show.
Vince is like, I have no clue what you're talking about. They've sworn me to
Are you
secrecy.
comedy? I can't tell you.
Yeah. No, I've never done it. I'm sure I will at some point.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's
But
a fun time.
yeah, I've heard nothing but good things
Yeah.
about it.
Especially like where it's like you really don't expect it, really. Because I mean, like I did one at the salon in like Henderson,
I did the same salon.
and it's always like that kind of thought where you're like, is this really gonna work inside of a salon? And then you see all the
It
people, you're like,
does.
oh, this is gonna be great.
no,
And
their
then-
crowds are game.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I
they-
hear.
They are there. They are
Fucking-
ready.
Shout out to Nick Arriano, man. Everyone with that DTC production, man. That's a great show.
yeah.
DTC.
His whole crew is pretty.
I just wanted to say DTC.
Yeah.
DTC.
You came up with the.
Hey, baby, you
And you were
DTC
like,
or we just fucking
yeah,
around?
yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, you know about DTC? What's that? Oh, you don't know. Okay, let me explain.
Look, you go to the middle of the forest. A
Yeah.
shaman gives you this little thing you put in your mouth. That's DTC.
For me, I got Sunday Fun Day, obviously. I don't
Mm-hmm.
list that on my
Best open mic in the city.
thank you. We try to keep a good vibe in there. And then Monday I'm doing 2 shows. I'm doing a show at the Artisan.
Great show.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. They just hit me up like 2 days ago and were like, "Hey, are you free Monday?" And I'm like, yeah,
It's a
for
fun
sure.
time.
So,
Just did it Monday. It's a
yeah,
fun time.
is there a lot of people that come there?
You know what? At first, when the show started, there was like maybe 10.
Yeah,
And then the guys are like 30. And I was
That's
like,
cool.
okay, cool show.
That's great.
Perfect.
So yeah, I'm doing that, and then that same night at 10:30, I'm doing a spot at Jokesters.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, and then
Flex on.
yeah, and then Saturday I'm doing Kyle Anderson's Kids in the Yard show
Nice.
Boom,
in
baby.
LA. Yeah. Also Saturday, if you're listening to this, Saturday November 2nd. Will this come out before then?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Saturday, November 2nd, go to Barfly Comedy at Noreen's Lounge.
Yeah.
It's a free comedy show that we do at Noreen's every single month, the first Saturday of the month. It's at 9 p.m. Go check it out.
Who's
you
headlining
have,
that one?
Jaws and Sharp, right?
Joslyn Sharp is
Yeah.
headlining.
Joslyn.
Yeah, we got Maya Jamie and Rebecca Rush featuring.
You got my roommate and my new roommate on the show.
Elizabeth
all the
Stanton and
roommates.
Byron Austin are opening up.
Oh.
Elizabeth Stanton is a comic from Vancouver who is originally from New Zealand, so that'll be interesting.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Trap.
she said she sent me her tape, and she's really good. It's just like hard to understand her because I'm like, wait, this isn't a Canadian accent. And then I looked at her bio that she sent me. She's like, I'm originally from New Zealand. Blah, blah. I was like, oh, that's why.
Okay.
Ooh.
Moving well.
Now look at Boomy. She's throwing fast, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh.
Yeah.
She was like, you want to throw a leg kick? You want to
Yeah.
throw some head?
Yeah.
A head kick
Yeah.
for
I feel like her name.
I was like, oh, let me get that leg. Let me get that
Get out
leg.
of there, homie.
Let me see that thing real quick. Let me show you something.
Nice. Got out of
you.
there.
Nice. Protect your neck.
Come on, look at Boomy.
I always love whenever you see like a really dominant ground guy get a hold of somebody, and you're like,
It's
they're
a
like,
wrap.
hey,
It's
let me show you
done.
something real quick.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Super casual. Like you ever
Yeah.
seen a knee lock? I got
Yeah.
you.
How
Hey,
about
which
this?
arm do you eat with?
It's like the fucking
Ooh.
the main event tonight. Damian Maia, he's like, I don't ever want to hurt anybody. That's why I just like try and submit him as fast as possible.
That's why I just cut off their oxygen.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to like actually hurt him.
Only in a fighter's world does that make sense.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
hurt you. That's why I just
Yeah.
broke your neck.
I just really just want to win this fight. So we know how this
Ooh.
ends.
Ooh, nice dodge.
Swing and a miss.
School girl.
Oh, did she lose the top between rounds?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Smart move.
Yeah,
Smart
good
move.
It's not like her tits are gonna pop out or anything. You know? Well, I'm just saying, like, what was the point of the top to begin with?
Garrett's like, okay, hold on.
Like, what was the point of it to begin with? You know, like if it's Misha Tate, I get it. You know, but
yeah.
you know, ooh,
Is 115 the lowest weight class?
yeah.
Okay.
This
In
is a
Invicta-
beasting weight.
Yeah,
what they
in
call
Invicta
this.
they have atom weight, which is 105, but
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I don't
Meth
know.
weight.
yeah,
The bar at your local bench press.
yeah. Oh man. You think? Oh, she's going for a takedown.
Oh, she
Oh,
almost
she
kicked her.
thought about it.
She
thought about it.
You trying to knock her out?
You know if she would have thrown it, that would have been
Yeah.
a knockout. Like
For
what?
the-
She stepped out and was like, oh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
she thought about that thing. She thought about throwing it.
Yeah.
For those who want to watch along, this is the second round at the 153 mark of the Look at Boomy Albu
Albu?
fight.
Okay, we're throwing an A in there. Look,
Ooh.
boon me.
Oh, look, Boomy.
We're saying look at Boomy.
Look at Boomy. Look at it go.
Okay, that sounds like some shit you hear in an apartment complex. Look at Boomy.
Look at Boomy.
Look at Boomy. Come here, girl.
Look at Boomy. Hey, get back over here.
Hey, where you going, girl? Hey, I'm talking to you, girl.
Oh, wash those hands. Wash those hands. Now, this is one thing I've always hated about like Thai fighting is the West. They don't include a lot of good Western boxing in there.
Yeah.
And that's where they lack a big game is they can't throw them hands like a lot of Westerners.
Yeah. Westerners, you mean normal people.
Normal.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ate two big
Normal
punches.
tit-sized women.
Oh,
Oh, caught her right on the nose.
Yeah.
Now, Albu has some thick legs, so you think she'd be able to kick pretty hard.
She's just eating them though. Like if you
Yeah.
look at her like left leg,
She seems
She
like
is
if I
eating
saw
them.
her, I'd be like, oh, that girl can probably throw a mean leg kick.
Yeah, I'm like, this girl owns a horse.
Yeah.
that girl, she can ride that horse, no saddle. She's fine.
Monster
That's
is like
right.
Monster is taking is sort of becoming a monopoly on all extreme things, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
I think before you continue, you should let people know you are technically working with Monster.
Yeah, yeah.
This isn't his
This is
thoughts.
a paid.
Yeah.
This is a
This is a paid
sponsored
advertising
ad,
from
yeah.
Monster.
Yeah.
No, actually, like I always think about it because I did that motocross thing recently, and they were sponsored by Monster. It's like, who the fuck is drinking a Monster before they race for like?
Awesome people.
Who's drinking a Monster before they have an MMA fight? You know?
Badasses.
You know, it kind of changed my life when I realized that, you know, when they would give him the Monster at the end.
He was gonna say Monster changed my
Yeah, I
life.
was like, whoa. Let's hear it. I was like, I thought I was a bro.
But like when they would like drink, like they would have like the Monster after the fight. You know,
Yeah,
like,
you thought
handed
they
that.
drank it?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, like how
Y'all
you
are
just
fucked.
got done
No,
fighting
they
and you're
poured
like,
it out
yeah.
and refilled it with water.
Yeah,
That's not,
it's
there's
like
no way.
Monster water, and I was like, wow.
Think
Yeah,
about it. You know how
like-
much pain you're in after a good fight. You want to be up.
Even a bad fight.
Well, not only that, like, it's the equivalent of drinking, like, milk after a fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of which, I have some eggnog in the fridge if y'all want to
Yeah, thank
crack
you.
open some beer.
Well, we're not gonna
Yeah,
fight,
good.
so I'm down.
Yeah.
Beers and eggnog, baby.
These kinds of positions.
All right.
Ooh. Not a huge crowd in Singapore tonight, you know?
Well,
Yeah,
it
this
is the prelims.
Yeah,
though.
That's
that
true.
is the prelims.
It's true.
Good leg kick.
Oh,
Oh,
little jump
okay.
kick action.
The fight, which is advertised as American violence.
Mm-hmm. They're like, we've had enough of that.
Do you
Yeah.
do you think UFC is big out there?
In
Actually,
Singapore?
I think one FC is bigger in Asia.
Oh, you think so?
One FC
Oh, you,
because
you think
they
this
have-
is like their way of trying to get into this market?
Yeah, well, because one FC is shown on cable out there. Yeah,
And they
it's mostly Asian fighters.
and they use a lot of the Asian superstars,
Yeah,
guys that
yeah,
already
yeah.
have a following in those
Yeah.
countries.
Like I know Mighty Mouse went over there and immediately won the title, and
No one cares. No?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people over there care, and he's making a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
And I think, you know, being a 125er in Asia is way more profitable than it is being a 125er in America.
More competition.
Probably more competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was thinking too.
Just because, like, how many people, like, just people, not fighters, do you know that are men that can weigh 125? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good little inside elbow.
Staying loose.
Yeah.
Staying loose.
Popping around. Now, Albu needs to get a takedown here, don't you think? Especially if
She needs to.
She's
knock
risking
her
it on the
out.
feet
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that she hasn't really gone for any takedowns, like, is actually surprising.
Well, because they showed all of her highlights beforehand, and they're all, like,
takedowns.
Takedowns,
Takedowns
yeah.
and the grappling.
Submissions.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that what Albu has excelled is when she has Lugabumi against the fence.
Yeah.
Like it's in that center ring. That's when those kicks are all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the back of her thigh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
That's beat up.
Oh,
it's
wow.
still going.
Yeah, it's just hamburger meat at this point.
Yeah, that's 10. Oh, it's already bruised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fight's still happening.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
it's still going on.
Yeah.
We are still
Jeez,
fighting
that
and you are
hurts.
fucked
Oh.
up.
She's coming with that hook as well on that
She's coming with
backside,
those
too.
boyfriend kicks.
Yeah.
Just hitting you with that Charlie horse. Ooh.
Oh. This
You know,
Tiger's
that's the
tough,
thing
though.
is like Albu is like at least
Nice teep.
she's landing solid hits, but she just can't set anything up.
No.
Yeah. Well, she's not really, like you said, she's not throwing a jab. Nice trip.
Disrespectful.
Nice trip. Take her back to Thailand. Yeah.
I like how this is in Singapore, but it's still partially sponsored by Circle K.
I just now noticed
Yeah,
Oh,
back
man.
there. It's still partially sponsored by Circle K.
Honestly, I would say
man.
Circle K is probably the best gas station that there is.
Yeah, that and AM/PM.
Amazing hot dogs.
Yeah,
Reasonable
great
price.
hot dogs. And I don't want to count 7-Eleven because not all 7-Elevens are gas stations. And, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That big bite is crucial.
I
though.
just imagine
Yeah.
a bunch of Singapore people in Circle K now.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is what we
They're
heard.
like, this is amazing.
Wearing cowboy hats, buying Grizzly Wintergreen long cut.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
Drinking
Ooh.
Monster.
Yeah, crushing monsters. Man.
Everything advertised. We need a Modelo and a Monster. we just got here.
Well, honestly,
You think someone like for the first time saw like a Modelo advertisement and they're like, "Ooh, I would like to try that."
Yeah, let me try this Mexican
Who
beer.
does advertisements work on?
Well, here's the thing. Imagine not being from America and they advertise Mexican beer to you. You're like, why the fuck is it spicy? What does that mean? Like, what does Mexican beer mean?
And you're like, what are
man.
Mexicans?
What are Mexican?
Yeah, exactly. If all you know about the
What?
culture is like, if you just have like a very limited understanding of the culture, like like if they advertise Mexican beer to you, you would expect something interesting or different, right?
Yeah.
I would almost expect there to be like that chili powder.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's just a
you
regular
get it from
beer.
an ice cream truck.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's just a regular beer, so you'd be so let down.
yeah.
It is oversold.
Especially a Modelo. On the
Yeah.
Pacifico is better.
Pacifico's pretty good.
But actually, Pacifico is
Ooh.
like
Look
my
at
favorite.
She
Yeah.
is working right now. Like,
Well, yeah, now
where
you have
where was this? Like the entire fight.
Yeah, that's
This
what I
should have
said
been
she needed to do the whole time.
because this is where her advantage is.
Yeah, just mush her.
Yeah, so you're
hate to
gonna
see it
be
happen.
one-legged tomorrow. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
He just
Once that
dabbed her up.
adrenaline wears off, that's gonna hurt. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna
And you
hurt.
still gotta cook. Ugh.
And he's still got it.
Yeah.
You guys like these 80s jokes I'm throwing at you?
You know, I want to start going on stage and being like anti-millennial,
yeah.
just as a 26-year-old man, just being like, you know, these millennials. Imagine if they tried to do the moon landing. They'd be like, "There's no avocado toast on the moon.
Stupid.
I can't check my Instagram in space." You know.
You couldn't tweet in World War II?
Yeah.
Getting shot at right now. LOL.
Yeah, just do an
Big
entire
mood. Sniper in the tower.
just do an entire like 5 minutes saying like historical facts, and then be like, "You couldn't be a millennial back then," you know?
Oh, she won.
Yeah.
Look, boomy.
Split decision.
Look, boom me.
Look, boomy.
Split decision.
Okay, and of course, guess what?
Don't act like you can speak Thai, lady. You're just making shit up. Oh, that's for sure Thai.
Damn, I'm about to get this order
like there
wrong.
was any question about it.
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
Oh.
that is heavy Thai.
You know, they found that girl. They were like, "Hey, does anyone speak Thai?" And she's like, "I know Chinese." And like, I guess that's close.
Yeah.
No, like
Not
the
at
thing with
all.
Thai people always sound like they just got hit in the head, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So she could just be tired.
Who is this lady? Why is she crying?
It's her girlfriend, probably.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, I could believe that.
and that's her visa right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out the visa.
Yeah. Now you can get gay married and become a citizen. That's
yeah.
pretty
Now you can get gay and alive. It's
Yeah.
great. Welcome to America. Yeah.
Welcome to America.
Good job, girl. Hell yeah.
That was nice. That was dominant.
No, like
Honestly,
that's a big thing.
I'm a
Yeah.
little. I'm a yeah.
The first Thai UFC fighter ever.
You know why the Thais don't fuck with MMA? One, because Muay Thai is like their culture.
Yeah.
Two, a lot of Thai fighters are like extremely homophobic.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't like the ground fighting and shit.
Oh.
They're like, oh, that's
You
gay.
think they use that as like an excuse because they know they're trash on the ground? You know?
I
Like,
mean,
oh,
I
man.
know that's what I did.
that's what
So-
I did.
Well, here's the thing. What if they're just all hacks and they're like, you got the most manly sport in the world. There's two men in their underwear rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, and they don't even fucking dance before they hit each other.
Oh,
We're
man.
talking mad shit.
We're ducking.
How many times have you heard that joke done?
Oh yeah, I've done urban rooms.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you should.
I'll do it again.
Damn, I would fall off that bitch.
That's a beautiful.
I feel like I'd be
suicide.
way too drunk to do
Yeah,
that.
just being drunk and just being like, oh, shit, look
yeah.
at there.
I'm like-
Infinity pool. We'll see about that.
Yeah. You know, that's why everyone thinks Americans are so loud and rude, is because the drunker we get, the louder we get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just
And
get
that's-
way more excited about everything.
Yeah, and that's not a. And we like, especially being. I used to live in England, and like when I lived over there, you would get so mad at other Americans just acting like know-it-alls all the time.
It's a bad representation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd be in somewhere and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, actually, I think this was blah blah blah," and just like spout off a fact, and you're like, "That is so wrong." Like, you're being the loudest person here,
Yeah.
and you are saying,
And you
wrong
are
facts.
being the worst person.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice. Look at
Hands.
good
Oh,
angles.
Hands clinic.
Good
and
angle.
he's shredded for a heavyweight, dude.
Yup.
Ooh.
Isn't this the guy that beat Rocky?
Yeah, that's Ivan
This is
Drago.
the guy that beat Rocky.
That's the same guy, right? Whoa, my boy.
Is that James Johnson?
I know that beard
Is
is
that a
wicked.
skinny-
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh,
Whoa.
Slept
Oh, this
him.
is gonna be nice.
This is gonna be good.
Ooh, with
Oh.
the triangle too. Oh,
Damn, snapper
oh
shots.
man.
Set him with that triangle. Sergey Pavlovich versus Maurice the Crochet Boss Green. Now,
The Crochet Boss?
If there's a better
My
nickname,
man, this dude just left a mental hospital.
yeah, yeah,
Before I fuck people up, I crochet.
I'll be crocheting their face all bloody.
Crochet Boss.
He's just doing needlepoint of someone getting punched in the head.
Oh, man. I gotta admit, most of the UFC is just blacks versus everybody.
Yeah.
Like, let's just make this
Yeah.
brother fight a Russian real quick.
Here's the thing: it's
I feel like early on that wasn't the case. It
No.
was like out.
Yeah, the toughest guy at the bar.
yeah.
Tank Abbott, definitely.
Tank.
Well, I think what we're gonna start seeing is more guys like Greg Hardy, who were already an incredible athlete, come over to UFC and just be immediately competitive.
That's what John Jones rocked about the whole organization. He was one of the first guys. Like, this guy's athletically good. He can do anything.
Yeah. Well, you got to think John Jones is the runt of his family. That's what's so scary.
Was he really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his brother is a Pro Bowl NFL D end.
Does he play for the Baltimore Ravens or something?
No, Arthur Jones did. Chandler Jones plays for the Arizona Cardinals.
So his other brother did.
yeah, his other
That's
brother
crazy.
played.
I did not know that.
Yeah, his other brother plays defensive end in the NFL too.
Imagine the run of your family is a world class MMA
Yeah,
fighter.
Yeah. Oh, I
That's
just knock
crazy.
people out.
Finished 10 of 13 wins, all knockouts.
But like Arthur and Chandler Jones are like 6'5", 280.
Major.
You know what I mean? And John Jones is like what 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, but he's still big for
205.
MMA.
Yeah.
He's very long.
So we are clicking on the first fight of the main card. Not a big. What does that say? Thrash metal? Does it say thrash metal?
This is the worst.
We got Muslim Salikov and Laureano Staropoli. Yeah. Leaves nothing up to doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never have to ask him what his religion is. Yeah. Yeah.
I love his very great tribal tattoo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think this outfit is up to par.
Well, here's the thing. It's a UFC Fight Night that's being aired at 7 in the morning. So
Okay, I'll give you that.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna put that much into it. Now, if it's a pay-per-view at 9 p.m.,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
6 p.m.
yeah, yeah. Does that say thrash metal on it?
Bro, like but the left arm tattoo,
It's great.
that's great.
Yeah,
But then you see the other side, he's got like a portrait. We're talking about Laureano
Staropoli. We're gonna hear it. Staropoli.
I feel like Rick Roker had a little bit extra.
He may he put a little extra oomph on it.
Oh, my man looks like he's
Yeah.
in a lot of street fights.
Yeah. Oh, from Dagestan? Yeah.
You think he knew Khabib before he was like Khabib?
I think they all are related.
Yeah. They're all on the same thing.
Yeah,
Same
like
shit.
they all look sort of similar. You know what I mean? None of them have impressive bodies. They all have very large heads with chin strap beards.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That's the truest statement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, look at all the Dagestani fighters. None of them have super impressive bodies, and they all have chin strap beards.
Just that they got the widow's peak
Yeah.
hairdo.
Yeah. Very short hair and chin strap beards. Except Zabit. Zabit has long hair.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
He's like he's the one that broke the mold.
Yeah, but he still has the chin strap beard and an unimpressive body.
I always like the shorts cut really high.
I like that too.
You
I
know,
like that
you
too.
know they're with the kicks.
Yeah. It's almost like a kilt of sorts, you know,
Yeah.
which is badass. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Coming out swinging.
That
with the
thrash
back
metal.
fist.
Mm.
Yeah, giving him the thrash metal.
Yeah, give
He's
him
in
the
the pit
thrash.
right now.
He's in the pit. Oh man.
No, what kind of music do you think he listens to that he considers thrash metal?
Metallica.
Yeah. He's just listening to Motorhead.
He listens to a lot of Slayer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Ooh.
Listens to Slayer and Motorhead, and he's like,
Yeah.
Well, you got to think most foreign countries are like
That's what they really think, like heavy metal.
Well, they're
is,
like
yeah.
10 years behind us.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Especially like the more, and I know Argentina's not third world, but like you go to like third world countries,
More underdeveloped
yeah,
than the
it's less
Western
developed
culture.
in the United States. So they're like, 10
Really
years
late to the
behind
game.
us.
Yeah, really late to the game.
What if they are 10 years behind us and they're just not getting into like Hawthorne Heights?
Oh, that'd be so terrible.
Yeah,
You just
there's
got Argentinians listening to like Attack and of
Yeah.
Mice and Men and shit like that.
Argentinian scene kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw, you know who the Devil Wears Prada is?
Mhm.
I was just at that show yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy seeing
Oh,
all
they're still
like
doing
the,
it, huh?
Yeah, the scene kids like all grown up now. And granted, yes, that's still me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was at that show, but it was just like, man, we're adults now, and we're still listening to this.
I went and saw The Devil Wears Prada, and this will tell you how long ago this was. Their feature act, I say feature act like it's comedy, but
Everything is comedy.
yeah. The one right before them was A Day to Remember.
Oh,
That's
like
who went
that,
up before
huh?
before Devil Wears Prada because they were more popular at the time. Or Devil Wears Prada.
How
was
long
more
ago was that?
This is in like I want to say 2009, 2010.
Oh, so like peak of that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But that was also my favorite A Day to Remember albums.
Oh yeah, was that like Homesick?
That was
and,
Homesick, and For Those Who Have Heart, who have a heart. That was my favorite one. Was For Those Who Have a Heart.
That's it. I feel like you still get down to Downfall of Us All. Like you hear that song. And
That
you're
one,
like,
honestly, that whole album was like, I don't know. It was for that place and time. It was good, but now I look back on it and you can see how A Day to Remember is like starting to popify themselves.
yeah.
Especially after the first two albums.
Yeah.
With like. You should have killed me when you had the chance. You remember that's how fucking dark that song was?
Yeah.
And now they're singing like, I hate this town. It's so, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, okay.
Friends, you're like, okay, cool. Oh, he's got his whole leg tattooed as well.
Yeah. Which is a cool move, honestly.
Yeah, the leg tattoo is always a good look, especially when you're throwing kicks. Yeah. Do you have tattoos?
I have two. I have the one on my forearm right here, and I got the one on my chest that I got when I was like 18.
What's the one on your chest?
It's just the state of Arkansas, and it says home is where the heart's at. Yeah.
I will say, your message earlier where you were like, I have 4 Miller Lights, but Arkansas is down 30-0, so those will be gone. I was like, this is the most Garrett Hall, Arkansas like message I've ever read in my life.
Yeah. The motto for Arkansas athletics is win or lose. We may lose on the field. We've never lost a party. Never lost a party. There was I think you might have seen it on Twitter, but the Arkansas baseball team had they went to the College World Series, and there was a bar in Omaha where the College World Series is at, and they were doing like a Jello shot competition between all the schools. And Arkansas beat the next closest school by 270 Jello shots.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was like, yeah, of course, you know.
Yeah. What else are we gonna do?
Yeah. Well, everyone is so used to that because you come from a state where there are 2 cities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are 2 legitimate cities, and that's it.
Honestly, it was kind of crazy. I went to Arkansas earlier this year.
Yeah.
And we actually went. Nashville, Arkansas.
Yeah.
So we went there. Dry County.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, never been in Dry County. Never really been to the south like that.
Yeah.
And it was just wild. Like we got there, went to the gas station, no beer, nothing. Hit no liquor store, no nothing, no anything, and we had to drive an hour and a half to go to a bar.
Yeah, to get to the county line.
Yeah, and we
Where'd
were
you go,
like
Texarkana?
Yeah, Texarkana. Yeah, which was awesome. I love horror movies, so like Texarkana is like
the town that feared sundown.
Yeah, man. But it was so cool. We went to like this little dive bar. The bartenders were super cool. It was like one of their going away parties, so we happened to catch like
that's cool.
Like a really cool night.
Yeah,
and, they were buying us shots, and
that's sick, man.
Yeah, but Arkansas it's
weird.
It's different. It's so crazy. It's so much slower pace.
Yeah, it's like stepping into the Twilight Zone, and
there's a
whole. It's strange. I don't know if the entire South is like that, but it's like stepping into the past almost.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm sure this is how the rest of the world or the rest of the country at least lived in like 1960s.
Yeah. But like this place has still not
stayed that way.
Yeah, man. Like the gas station was like the best restaurant.
Yeah.
And I was like, "There's no way." Sure enough, I had Frito pie, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is the best place I've eaten there."
Shit of all time. Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild. After a week, I was ready to go home. Though.
Oh, for sure.
I was like,
imagine spending 18 years there. You know?
Oh man,
Why do you think I left as quick?
Yeah,
as
I would go. I would have been a whole different person.
Well, yeah, it's because I went out and I experienced other things too. You know.
Yeah.
I went to a lot.
Did you go to school out there?
Yeah. I went to high school. I never went to college. Because I'm a fucking winner, okay?
I'm a winner. Trust, believe that.
Yeah. No, I went to high school there.
His hand must be shattered.
Shattered.
Ooh.
Oh.
He really wants that spinning back.
Yeah. Wait, I wonder, until someone got that first spinning back face knockout, I wonder how many people were like, that's such an idiotic move. You know what I mean?
I still think to this day, like, there's still, like, a handful of people that, like, try that move, and I'm like, you know you're not going to pull that off.
Well, it's like the Luke Rockhold Chris Weidman fight where he tried that wheel kick, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
Like,
what lost in the fight.
Yeah, it's like, that's not your move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As compared, like, you see Anderson Silva do that, you see, like, Izzy do that, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's your style right there.
Yeah, that's your thing. Yeah, Chris Weidman doing that, you're like, come on now.
I like how he caught that head kick as it hit his head.
Now, I want to see someone break their leg on someone's head. How cool would that be?
Ooh,
right?
like, remember when Anderson Silva kicked that dude, broke his leg?
That was the second Weidman fight.
Yeah, and then, like,
Yeah.
imagine that happening, like a head kick.
Yeah, on a head.
Oh, that'd be so crazy.
Yeah.
I remember watching that fight live when he broke his leg like that.
Yep.
It literally was like one of those moments where it like touched my soul.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I was in tech school for the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Wichita Falls, Texas. And I was in a dorm room at that
Yeah.
time. And we're all gathered around in the day room watching it. And I was like, oh, my God, dude.
Oh. I actually had to watch that like on replay like not too long ago just because I forgot what it was and I watched it and I was like,
it's gross.
oh, man.
It's gross, man.
And he was back like what? Couple months after? Like
About a year.
Was it a year?
Yeah. No, it was more like 10 months. But at the same time, that was right before he tested positive for steroids.
Oh,
like,
that's right.
That's why
right.
he healed so quickly.
Yeah,
you know.
That's right.
Anderson
Silva, I feel like he's had a lot of I don't want to say controversy, but there's been a lot to his fights.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like he's still one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah, for sure. And you know the mastery with which because I think now even Anderson Silva's height, like if you put prime Anderson Silva in the middleweight division now, I don't know if he's champion. Just because I think
that'll be tough.
Yeah, I think the talent caught up to where he was. I think he was years ahead, talent-wise, and technique-wise of the rest of the division. But I think today everyone just would catch up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Muslim is piecing this together, though.
Yeah, he's figuring it out.
Yeah, it took him 2 rounds, but I think he kind of caught his stride.
Yes. Salikov.
Oh, good body kick.
This might be it.
Oh. They are erupting.
Hurting him.
Oh, my God.
He's hurting him. Oh, that one.
that knee was
that
so
knee was a
knocked.
bad attempt, bro. That was I want to say good try, but it wasn't.
Yeah. He caught him like right in the pocket of his elbow, and the guy was just like, "No, that was nothing."
Yeah, well, he recovered because of that. Look how flat Muslim's nose is.
Oh, I feel like that happened like when he was at the age of 10.
Yeah, Muslim Salikov.
He ran into a bear, and the bear was like, "No."
If you ever get a chance, look up Muslim Salikov and tell me he doesn't look sleepy.
Sleepy.
He does look sleepy. He's in the middle of a fight. He looks like he could just like go down for a nap at any time. He looks like the type of guy when you're like, "What are you guys up to?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. What do y'all feel like doing?" You know.
He's like, if you guys are gonna do something, cool, I'm with it. If not, I'm just gonna stay home. Take a nap,
yeah.
You know.
If y'all don't have any plans, then I'm not trying to make anything happen.
Yeah. He's that guy that asks when you invite him over, he asks who's there.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of which, what are you doing after this?
Yeah. I just got to see my wife. Yeah. That's really about it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Now, I kind of anticipated this, and I usually like to have a couple beers, so I'm like, I'm just chilling out.
Yeah.
There's nothing like watching UFC is like a...
Yeah, watching
like
MMA and having a few beers is great.
Goes hand in hand, just like football.
Yeah,
I could watch football all day. I do, and I watch UFC.
Yeah.
Like I could watch UFC for as long as it's on.
Yeah, same here. And it's like especially, football for me is one of those where it's like it's acceptable to start drinking early in the morning.
Oh, I mean, every morning I'm there at 10.
Yeah,
Because I'm a Ravens fan.
Yeah.
They're not prime
so they play
time.
East Coast.
Yeah,
on
so,
the early kickoff.
Yeah. So we go to like a specific bar in town it's like a Ravens bar.
Oh, cool.
So I am.
That's the best part about Las Vegas.
Yeah. Like
there's so many transplants here that you can always find your people.
Oh yeah.
Like there's an Arkansas Razorback bar.
Is there really?
It's Parkway Tavern in Henderson.
Is it? Oh my.
They have a whole section of people.
That's a good one. So
Yeah.
like honestly, I won't. Well, I mean, there's only one. The one thing that gets me about this place is, obviously it's Maryland, so it's like
Right.
seafood. I just wish there was like normal bar food.
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing that gets me about this place because it's like seafood. They got like burgers and stuff like that, but it's like.
But you're still drinking beer, and they're like, "Here, have some crab cakes." You're like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
exactly. You're like, I want nachos.
Yeah,
I just want.
Yeah,
I want a hot dog, please.
yeah. Just give me like 6 hot dogs real quick.
But then that happy hour rolls around, $2 half oysters. I am there.
Yeah.
Because by that time, I've either won or lost the game. So
Yeah, it's over.
I am ready.
Yeah. Third round, Muslim Salikov. And,
Ooh, he's coming. They're both coming out. I feel like they were ready for 3 rounds,
Yeah.
and now that they're here, they're like, oh, I got way more. I got so much gas.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Like, if you're a pro fighter, do you train for 5 rounds at all times?
That's a good like
You know what I mean?
Because like okay, so like I imagine if you're a football player, you train to play the whole hour and a half.
Yeah.
But like for this, do you like you said, do you train for the 3 or do you train for the 5?
Right. Because like if you're training for 3, you know how to pace yourself over a 3-round fight. But if you're training, but like say they're like, hey, we want you to fight a championship fight.
Yeah.
You have to change all of your training methods.
Also, what does that mean to train 3 rounds versus 5 rounds? Like what's the different training camp look like for that?
I think for me personally, I would say if I was going to coach an MMA fighter, I would coach them on like when to explode and when to like kind of like feel it out, you know? Because I think
knowing when to put the energy in and when not to.
Yeah, and that's a whole different thing in a 5-round fight than a 3-round.
Oh
fight.
yeah. All about pacing.
Because if you see those guys who come out just guns blazing at the beginning, they always flame out.
Yeah. Or like there's always like they've never fought like a championship rounds, right? So then they get into the 4th and then you start to see they've never fought 4 rounds
they are
before.
gassed.
Yeah. But then it's like, what do you do more cardio? Like, are you running more?
Right,
Are you taking more? Are you doing more sparring sessions? Like, what does that
I'm
mean?
sure you'd have to do more cardio and sparring. That's about it.
Yeah.
But some people are going completely away from sparring. Like Cowboy Cerrone doesn't even spar at all anymore.
It's a smart move.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that back fist finally landed. Didn't do anything, but landed.
He's still getting caught right down the middle though.
Yeah.
He's throwing that just right down the middle and it's catching him.
Scraping leather off his teeth. Oh. Salikov got him on the ground, and as a Dagestani, I'm just assuming that he can, maul you on the ground.
Yeah.
But he got back up.
He let him stand up without too much of a fight, though.
Staropoli stood back up pretty easily.
What do you think his side tattoo says?
It's probably a Bible verse.
You think so?
Yeah, or like
a death metal,
or like the Invictus poem or something like that.
It's the lyrics to One by Metallica.
Yeah.
Ooh, good spinning body kick.
It's just the lyrics to Fuel by Metallica.
Deep cut.
It's something off like one of their terrible albums.
Off of Saint Anger or whatever.
Yeah, off of Saint Anger.
I was gonna name a track off of there, then I realized I got nothing.
I don't know any off Saint. Well, I think Saint Anger has one good one. Fuck, if I can.
Well, there's got to be one banger. Like there is one banger. I don't know what that banger is, but I want a deep cut off that album. That 7-minute hitter where you're like, oh, this is the jam right here.
This is. Imagine like getting really into radio rock, like just straight butt rock.
Was there ever a time where you were like when you just like found your musical taste and you were listening to like those kinds of music?
Not really.
What do you listen? What kind of music do you listen to now? I guess I should
honestly like everything.
Yeah. It's a blanket statement.
I know it's such a cop out. It really is a cop out to say that, but there's like a little bit of every. You can name just about any genre, and I have a favorite artist. In that genre.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for
who's your favorite rapper right now?
my favorite rapper of all time is Kanye West, but
really
that's just a body of work thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like in general, not like
in general.
this specific thing.
Yeah. Kanye West or UGK would probably be
okay.
Yeah.
UGK.
Yeah,
is that down south like kind of love?
Yeah,
okay, that's fair.
It's because I'm from the south.
Yeah,
you know,
that's fair.
That still like a lot of Outkast and stuff like that. Southern hip hop is.
I mean, just being from California, I feel like I got to show a lot of love for the West Coast rappers.
Yeah.
But there's something. Oh man, this man does not want this heat right now.
No.
Oh, there's like 20 seconds left. I feel like he knows.
Yeah.
He's like, if I could just run this out, maybe there's a chance that I win this. But Southern rap is just the beats.
Yeah.
Like
you can feel
like they're trunk knockers.
Yeah. Well, not only that, you can feel. It's like you can feel the humidity in the in the music. You know what I mean? You can feel the humidity.
You hear Outkast and you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
There's some Frito pie in there.
Yeah, exactly. You feel the humidity. You feel the chicken grease on your fingers.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
I like that. You
smell black and mild smoke. It's just that's what Southern rap's all about.
Yeah.
Like it
Black
takes
and milds.
you to a place in time, you know? Especially for me, it's kind of nostalgic, but it takes me to a place in time where I'm just like, okay, I imagine, you know, growing up, and I grew up in Little Rock, and Little Rock is, you know, very, very, very black. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I feel like there's no other way to say that.
No, there isn't. Like you're every day you're seeing dudes, you know, driving old Caprices and box Chevys on 24s with just some bangers in the trunk, just blowing people off the block. Yeah.
So like I do not like cars at all. Like I'm not a big car guy.
Well, neither am I.
But lately I wouldn't do it because I got a Chrysler. I wouldn't do it to this car. But I've always had like a dream of like building a car up.
Oh, just having
just subwoofer and just rolling down the street and just and just
donking it out.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Like because I would hear those like when I was younger. I'd hear those cars where you're like your windows up, you got music on, but you're still hearing that bass from like a
all
car.
the coins in your car.
Like 3 cars behind you. You're like, oh my god, what is this?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, some like Chevy on 24s, just like monsters, just like drive past you. You're like, my man.
And it's a different name in a bunch of different places. Like Houston, it's called Slabs. Those type of cars are called Slabs. And Little Rock, it's called Donks. And,
Donks.
I know a bunch of people call it different stuff.
Unanimous
by UD. But yeah, as far as hip hop, I'd say it's Kanye, UGK, Bun B and Pimp C individually too. Liked a lot of their stuff.
Okay.
The Carter 2 and 3 were very influential for you. Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah. That had a lot for me. Boosie. Lil Boosie was
nice.
Kevin Gates now. I really like Kevin Gates now.
Very diverse. I like the lineup. I like the lineup.
Also, you know, but what was crazy is growing up, we had a huge music scene in Little Rock, but it was small at the same time because the hip hop and punk scene overlapped. So
really,
I grew up in like the hip hop and the punk scene.
Was like were the hip hop shows like kind of heavy? Like like moshes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and there'd be, you know, we had like 3 dudes who would rap, but also were fronting punk bands as well.
That's a good mix.
Yeah,
I feel
there was like a hardcore. There was a dude who did hip hop,
like Bad Brains, kind of.
Like a Bad Brains, that type of style.
Yeah.
Or like, what was the band that Ice-T was with for a while? It was like early Ice-T stuff, like Cop Killer. You ever heard Cop Killer?
Yeah. What is that? He's in a group now that's kind of like that.
Yeah. But
it's
it
like
was
Body Bag or something like that.
Yeah. It was something like that, and it was that type of music. You know? So you'd have those dudes cross over from hip hop
Yeah.
to punk, and the scenes really kind of came together just because we were the only ones that we had.
Yeah.
And so I'm super into punk and hardcore as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like older punk music, like Black Flag, like
Black
that.
Flag, like a lot of Black Flag, like a lot of, I don't listen to Bad Brains as much anymore, but I used to listen to Bad Brains, Cro-Mags.
I never really got into Bad Brains as much as like I'm a big Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, but I
Dead
never
Kennedys.
got into Bad Brains as
Yeah,
much.
I want to make a shirt and use Dead Kennedys, like get their fucking permission, of course, but make a shirt and just have it say the Dead Kennedys are right about everything. Yeah.
I've had this thought. It's gonna be the Black Flag shirt. You know how like their little symbol, but it's gonna be the silhouette of a corn dog, like 4 corn dogs.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be that's one that I've always thought of, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's just hilarious. to
Yeah,
me.
that's funny. Yeah, but then after that, I got into more like modern hardcore, like Have Heart, Trapped Under Ice, and
Okay, a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I gotcha.
And so I listened to a lot of that, and then when I moved to England, I got into
Oh, that's right. I forget that you're.
Yeah.
I forget that's where. Was that because of the military? I guess I shouldn't assume.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
okay.
it was because
How
of
long,
that.
how long did you live there?
A little over 3 years.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, but then I got it like you can only really listen to radio over there, so I got into some radio music, but not a ton, Whoa. We're watching Cyril Gain versus Dontel Davis.
4-0.
Cyril Gain is a monster.
He is
6'4", 240 with abs.
with abs. Looks clean. He looks cut. He
Yeah.
looks very cut. Doesn't look too lean.
No, someone needs to call USADA.
I wonder. Ooh, my man, Herb Dean.
Herb
Finally.
Dean.
Who was I don't know. Never mind. I haven't seen. That's the first recognizable referee.
Yeah.
This looks like a good one. Who you got here?
I'm gonna go with Dontel Davis.
Yeah.
Just because he looks longer to me, and I don't know anything about either of these guys.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go with the longer guy.
I like Gain. Gene.
Yeah, Cyril Gain.
Yeah, gone. Yeah.
It's French, so it can't be Gain.
Yeah,
It's gotta be like
got, yeah.
Gagne.
You said got. Yeah, gone. Yeah.
Something like that.
There's an accent mark somewhere there.
Yeah. Ooh.
I like his stance.
Yeah.
He's staying very light. I wonder how long he could really maintain that.
Yeah.
But if he can, both of them.
Sorry, I called him Dontel Davis. It's Dontel Mays.
Maze. Ooh.
Ooh. That was a
Everyone
nice
with
little
this spin. Everyone was going for the spin.
move. Yeah. You want another beer?
Yes, please. Gotcha. Thank you. Both keeping their hands down. Going for it. Nice clinch. Coming at each other. I'm good, thank you though. Yeah, I had a big lunch. I appreciate it though. Boiled egg, salmon, cheese sticks.
I'm on keto now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I thought that was kind of a joke.
no, I really am doing
Yeah.
keto now.
How do you? So I've thought about because I need to lose weight, get a little bit back in shape.
Right.
How? First of all, I feel like you kind of inspired me to meal prep, which I still don't do, but I feel like I should. But
I'm
every
very
Sunday
inspirational
you're
with
like,
that.
yep, meal prep Sundays, and I'm like, need to do that.
Well, it just saves you so much money. It saves me so much money.
Oh man,
Just-
trust me. Especially like working at a dispensary. Our dispensary is right next to a PT. So lunch, I can literally go get like a cheeseburger, whatever.
Yeah.
So I need to definitely cut that out.
Well, not only that, for me, it helps me save money. It also helps me eat better because I know if I have a lunch in there, I'm not gonna go. I'm like, well, I gotta eat this,
Yeah, exactly.
I brought this, so I have.
I
to
brought.
eat it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
What else am I gonna eat?
I have to eat this chicken and vegetables.
Even though I don't want to.
Yeah.
Do you switch it up, or do you do chicken every day?
I switch it up. One of my favorites, especially with keto, because you want to do stuff that's high in fat. One of my favorites is just straight burger patties.
Ooh, really?
Burger patties with cheese on it and mayonnaise. It's perfect keto protein.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Cyril Gain laying it on him.
Yeah, Gain looks very composed. Like Mays looks like he's kind of, getting a little wild, getting a little flustered, a little nervous. But Gain's just standing in the pocket. I like good leg kick.
What a body kick.
Yeah. I like when they started judging off of octagon control. I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't think about, and how a front kick
to the face.
How important controlling the octagon is.
Yes, and not only that, but when it's a fight where the first round they're kind of sizing each other up and trying to figure out
find their range.
Yeah, find their range. Who has octagon control is the only way you can judge who wins that round.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Especially if they're not really throwing it all.
Yeah. And then, it kind of sets it up for later, because then just okay, well, if they're controlling the octagon and they've found their range, and then in the second or third round they're still controlling the octagon, that they know exactly what, where to shoot from, where to.
And I feel like that makes you the aggressor if you're standing in the middle, Oh, what a combo.
He's confident. He's throwing some nice punches.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, Dan.
Well, when you're getting beat up on your feet, the only option is to take it down.
Those body kicks are nasty.
Oh. Catching the leg kick, I feel like it's always one of those things piecing them.
He's got some great combos. Cyril Gain laying it on him right now.
Oh. I like how that front elbow that he threw, where it's just kind of almost like a push, but I feel like that's effective. Can he not see? Did he get cut? Oh,
maybe.
Oh no!
Oh, got him.
Gone. Herbine, do not stop this.
Oh wow. Here's the thing.
It was close.
It
was close.
Here's the thing, though. If Cyril Gane wins this, right, and wins it in destructive fashion, if he just keeps it up the way he's doing,
like TKO or knockout,
I just really hope the UFC doesn't rush him and give him fucking.
Especially because he's undefeated right now. He's 4-0. If you take the 5-0 definitive win,
they're always looking for young, hungry heavyweights.
They're trying to create a. So I look at UFC kind of in the same way, because I watch a lot of wrestling. I've followed wrestling for so long.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing where they're trying to create the next big person. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you see those people, they're oh, this is the next guy.
Yeah.
Then they get into that fight where they're not ready for it, or this next person is oh, they're really good, and this is the next up and comer. Yeah. Against the next up and comer is no, the person that's been fighting for 3 years, and the guy you're trying to push straight ahead, it's gonna be a good fight that you don't always win. Conor McGregor versus Khabib.
Yeah.
Ronda versus Nunez versus you know what I'm saying? Everyone that UFC has really tried to build up to be this superstar. They're John Cena, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
It just has not panned out for them.
Well, Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt got the Dominic Cruz fight when he was the 6th ranked bantamweight in the world.
Yeah.
Just because he was knocking everyone dead. Yeah. And I mean, I get it. He's exciting, and he had a lot of gas behind him. But man, he was still the 6th ranked guy in the world, and he planned perfectly for Dominic Cruz. Yeah. But at the same time,
I've never seen someone work Dominic like that, though.
No.
Even
not at all.
Even when Dominic has come back, and you're just how did this man get beat?
Yeah. It was a deconstruction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He deconstructed him.
He was pop blocking. I was. I watched that at Parkway. Because back when they would have UFC fights, I was kind of I didn't have cable. I didn't streaming it. I would go there. I remember watching it live, and I was losing my mind. I was I'm pretty sure I was the only one that was really paying attention at the bar at the outside bar, and I was losing it.
Well, not only that, I think that was UFC 190 or
201. Because it was definitely after.
Yeah. I just remember.
Was that the same Ronda Rousey Nunez fight?
It might have been.
I feel like that
it might
was.
But I just remember all the fights that surrounded 200 were so good. Like all the cards that surrounded 200 were so good, and 200 was such a stinker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought Lesnar and Mark Hunt was going to be better.
Yeah.
I really wanted CM Punk to come out there, like, going for it, you know? Yeah, that was a sad day. I wore a CM Punk shirt at Parkway Tavern representing hard.
UFC 207.
Was that 207?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I just remember like the next after 200, like the next 10 pay-per-views were fucking amazing.
So good. I feel like the ones that they always hype up are never the ones that live up to their expectations. It's always like some weird like fight that you're just like, why was this fight night? You know, not this one in particular, but just like, why was this random like UFC like fight night so good?
Even UFC 199 was incredible. That's one of my favorites of all time. 199 because that's the one where Bisping beat Rockhold.
Oh, that was so great.
I was at my buddy's house in Arkansas, and he's just as big a fan as we are. Shout out to Dylan Holland. We were on his couch watching it, and his mom was asleep. And we're at his mom's house because she has a big TV.
Yeah.
And we're at her house, and she's asleep. And Bisping knocked out Rockhold, and both of us going like that, trying to be quiet, but still trying to do the quiet scream.
You're just so hype, but you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
Oh man, that's crazy.
It was crazy.
Oh man.
And that was the same night. I'm slipping on his name. Michael Bisping got knocked out by him at UFC 100, and then he fought him again in England.
Damn it,
wrestler Dan Henderson.
Dan Henderson.
Yeah, that was the night that Dan Henderson knocked out. I can't remember who it was, but he knocked him out with a back elbow like this, because he tried to body kick the guy, and the guy caught his body kick and then went in for a takedown.
Yeah.
And then Dan Henderson went like that and back elbowed him and slept him. It was insane.
That reminded me of I'm pretty sure that was Izzy that got Korean Zombie with that.
No, that was Yair Rodriguez.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one I remember.
1 second left.
Yeah, I remember watching that, and I was like, that was probably one of the best elbows I've seen.
Yeah.
Just like, because I mean, you don't really think like that is gonna knock someone out, but 1 second left where he was just like in the I'm pretty sure he had him in the back.
Yeah.
And he just wham and slept him. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like,
I was at Noreen's watching that.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Me and Eric and Sonny, we should have them on here at some point too.
Oh yeah, I'm with that.
Eric and Sonny are really really big UFC fans. That's who I went to. I can't remember which one it was, but the John Jones Anthony Smith fight. We went to that one.
Okay. Have you gone to a lot of UFC fights?
That was the first one I've ever been to live.
Okay.
And we're gonna try and go to 245.
When's that?
December.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, like mid-December. You know,
Yeah.
I've never been to a UFC fight.
You should come with us.
I'm with that 100%.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on Eric and Sonny to tell me where the tickets they got are. It's probably going to be at the very top, but you've been to T-Mobile though, right?
Yeah. There's not. T-Mobile's not that bad. Yeah.
There's not a bad seat in the place.
North South.
Yep.
They're not going to do anything from North South, but
no.
But I've been like my brother fought in WEC.
Oh, okay.
At Hard Rock a couple times.
That's cool.
I've seen that, but I've always wanted to go to UFC.
It's the most like you have to come home and go straight to bed because you're so worn out from it.
Yeah.
Because the tension in the building.
Mm. Oh, you can feel it?
Yeah, it's like 10,000 people who are like so tense.
Yeah.
And it's physically demanding on you. You know what I mean? It's so weird. Like it weighs on you.
Yeah. You know, have you ever been to like a live wrestling event?
Only once, and it wasn't even like that. It was the one that they had right outside the Nerd that time.
Oh, okay, okay.
Fremont, yeah.
Okay. Wrestling is kind of like that.
Yeah.
So my little brother and sister, professional wrestlers. So I see, and I've got a lot of friends that are wrestlers, so I go to a lot of wrestling. A really good wrestling show is exactly like that.
Yeah,
where you can kind of just feel like everyone's like on the same page, is clicking. It like what you're seeing is great, and you're just like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I imagine that's kind of very similar to that. So I see what you're saying.
Kyle Anderson guy featuring at Noreen's tomorrow. He is a huge wrestling fan. He showed me this match from PCW, Pacific Coast Wrestling, something like that. And I think that's what it was. But it was the Young Bucks versus a group called the World's Cutest Tag Team.
Oh, you're talking about PWG.
PWG, yeah.
The hardcore match?
Yeah, where they're putting the tacks in each other's pants and shit.
Yeah, man.
And she comes back and, like, kicks them both in the face, and it was nuts.
That's one of the better ones for sure.
He showed me that, and he's like, this is fucking – and the whole crowd is, like, going nuts.
So I've been there to it's called well, it's not they don't do PWG anymore, but that building in Reseda.
Yeah.
That is that's one of the best places to ever have seen wrestling. Like it was another experience, to be honest with you. Like it was one of those moments where I was just like, I can't believe I'm here. And then I was watching it and I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen right now. And I've it's wrestling, but it was so wild. And then you see stuff like that where you're just like, oh man, like there's a lot of blood. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
And that match especially is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not only that, it's like, man, I understand that I can't get into wrestling because I can't get emotionally invested in something I know is predetermined.
Yeah.
But I do respect it a lot because of the choreography, because of the moves. Like, it takes an insane amount of athleticism to pull those moves off.
Yeah, yeah.
And these dudes are fucking freak athletes.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. Like my sister is kind of blowing up in like this little Vegas, California area, and the last match that I saw of her, it was like a tag team sort of match.
Yeah.
And she wrestles a lot of guys.
Okay.
Like intergender type deal, because her tag team partner is a guy. Mm-hmm. The guy that she was wrestling, bigger dude, lifted her up in the ring. The three guys outside, and I was like, as soon as he lifted her up over his head and had her over, I was like, oh no, he's gonna throw her to the outside. And it was just one of those moments where I was like, this is so cool to see, like from a wrestling standpoint. That's my sister.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like,
scared.
you motherfuckers, please catch her.
Yeah.
Like, if there's anyone that you catch today, let it be her. Then sure enough, like throws her out. Like, she's completely fine. But I was just like,
no, I thought about trying to take some classes just because I think I'd be decent at it.
You would be a great wrestler. You already have the microphone skills.
Yeah. I can get on there and just yell at people. I don't know if I could be a villain just because I love when people love me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love being loved.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I got into comedy probably.
I thought about becoming a referee or an announcer.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Because I feel like I could do like a good comedy referee.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Make like a referee character.
Well, that's what Adam Dominguez. Shout out to Adam Dominguez. He does that for roller derby in Texas. Mm-hmm. He does the announcing, but he like talks shit to the girls the whole time.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be so much fun.
Yeah,
like honestly, I love doing comedy. Don't get me wrong. I love hosting things and like like commentating over things. And that's why I really like doing like stuff like this.
Yeah,
where it's like it's entertaining, but I like to be on this side of it and like, ooh, good knees.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love hosting. It just stresses me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah. Especially Noreen's, like Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah.
Dude, it stresses me the fuck out. Just because, like, you'll have at least 10 people every week just show up and be like, hey, can I get on the list somewhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, can I get a spot? Can I get a spot? Can I get a spot?
Yeah. And you're just like, oh.
Hey, between this person and this person, can I get in there?
Yeah.
Oh, he does not want to eat that kick.
No.
Anymore.
Cyril Gane, I'm surprised this fight is still going. Like, he had it.
To be honest, yes.
Oh, straight to the body.
You can do the hand on the ground, and that counts as a down fighter, right?
Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah, that's a good tactical move by Mays.
But he's still getting worked in the body.
Still getting beat up.
That's an interesting back tattoo. Do you see it? It's like a sword, like two swords and a shield.
Yeah. Very, he looks like Bowser. You know what I mean?
He looks like Bowser.
It looks like Bowser from Mario.
Good takedown.
Oh, now, you don't see that a lot. Guys who are from Europe doing takedowns in wrestling because they don't have wrestling in their schools.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like here in America where we have wrestling in all of our schools.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. I never really thought about that. That's interesting.
They didn't have wrestling at my school until I was a senior in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you always want to be? Did you wrestle?
Nope.
No. Did you want to?
I think I would have been good at it if I'd have started younger.
Yeah.
Oh, got it with a heel hook. Wow.
I'm gonna
God
dominate.
was beating the shit out of him on the feet. Does one takedown, gets him in a heel hook. Taps him.
That's the most impressive part of this entire fight.
What
the fact that he caught him in a heel hook.
What a great fight for Cyril Gane. Like I said, I just hope they don't rush him.
Yeah, definitely. Because he looks like, especially if he could get some good fights under his belt and some really good experience, he could really, he's kind of gassed right now, but he looked really good all throughout those 3 rounds.
Well, I think if they take the same approach they did with Francis Ngannou, that they do, I think if they do it the same with him, they do with Francis.
Yeah, let him work up.
Because Francis, they gave a lot of time and a lot of very, very incremental increase in opponent talent.
Yeah. Which is how it should be unless you're destroying people.
The problem is the heavyweight division is so thin that once Francis got that knockout of Overeem, got him. Once Francis got that knockout of Overeem, that it was like, well, he has to fight for the title now. And he definitely wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's tough. Oh, he fell right into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That'll do it every time. It's right around this corner to the left. Yeah. Right by the door, look left. Guys, if you want to check out more of my stuff, check me out on the Odd Man Out podcast as well. I do that podcast with Greg Price, Tyler Jolly. We talk about sports other than MMA as well. We'll throw some MMA in there, but we talk about sports because Tyler Jolly knows nothing about sports because he is a dumb idiot. And, we explain sports things to him. So check that one out. Subscribe, rate us 5 stars, do that whole thing. Also, like my Facebook page, Sunday Fun Day Comedy. It's not my page, it's our show page. But you can see updates there. Also, Barfly Comedy, like that Facebook page. That's about it. Go ahead and check all that stuff out. All right, the next fight on the list is Camacho and Beneil Dariush. Now, Dariush is a guy that I've always liked.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I don't know. I hope he wins this one because he's had a rough skid as of late.
Mm-hmm. Who would you say your favorite fighter is?
My favorite fighter, John Jones, for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Both 30, very evenly matched.
Yeah.
Weight a little bit
more
on
flags?
Dariush.
What are these flags for?
I had the same thought. I was going to say Camacho from blah, 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 but then I saw the flag and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Bam.
Let's see.
This is very evenly matched as far as stats go.
Yeah. I know Beneil Dariush is from Iran.
He's from California.
I know, but he's
I'm saying
he's Iranian.
There's just the CA, so I was like, all right, yeah, Iran.
I remember watching him fight one time, and I was like, this guy's fucking awesome. But that was when he was like the 4th ranked lightweight in the world.
Yeah.
And
lightweight's a difficult.
Mariana Islands.
Yeah, no, I would have never guessed that.
Yeah. Now, where are the Mariana Islands at? And is that a U.S. territory?
You think it's near the Marianas Trench?
Could be.
Where's the Marianas Trench?
Yeah. I was gonna be like, yeah, sure.
You're like, yep.
Yeah. There's also,
Was that a cocaine thing? What did he just do?
Yeah, I don't know. Who
Kevin
knows?
Stocky?
The U.S. has a lot of odd islands that we own.
Yeah. That's true.
Where are the Marshall Islands? That's you always see that in the options for where do you live. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Have you
Or
been to
like-
the Marshall Islands?
No, I've not.
Where have you been stationed?
Only England and here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Did a lot of traveling while I was in England though.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it like really like close together as I think it is? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Driving
It's
from
like East Coast kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
So like driving from London to Paris would be the equivalent of driving from like here to LA.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
That's
super
not bad at
close.
all.
Yeah. And I think there was a statistic that you can get from London to, I want to say Berlin, Germany, in the same time it takes to get from Houston to Waco, Texas.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Which is still like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, but I mean that's the first time I ever went to the East Coast. I imagined everything was just like how like West Side
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it takes a couple hours to get everywhere. But we were in Baltimore and they were like, oh, it's an hour drive to get to Washington,
Yeah.
like Washington
to
D.C. And I was
yeah.
like, why are we doing that? Right?
Yeah,
Like,
we
let's
should do
go.
that. We should
Yeah.
go check that out.
And then sure enough, like we went to D.C. and I'm like, this is crazy. Like
Yeah.
how is this so close? Oh, good takedown with the back like that.
Yeah, got him.
Back immediately. Oh, this is a quick fight. Oh
Yeah.
my God, like that.
Got him. Whoa.
Like, spread them out. There you go.
Yeah, break his.
Is he gonna
break his
bulldog
jaw.
him? Is it? Ooh, with the body triangle too. Yep,
Yeah.
that's deep. That's deep.
Squeeze.
Anaconda squeeze.
Anaconda squeeze. Yeah, he's gonna break his jaw. That's the thing about.
That bulldog choke, bro. Oh.
Got him. Wow.
What a gentleman. He
Wow.
let him get up. He didn't push him off, anything like that. Oh, so much respect.
Yeah, Benil Dariush. What a submission. Jesus.
Oh man, he got him clean. As soon as he took him down, it almost fell into place.
Well, I think that's just like, hey, here's a reminder that I used to be the top five lightweights in the world.
Yeah, like especially once you start to seek down like kind of like that, where it's like, oh, you're fighting this like up and comer. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
I still got it. You know, like
Well, because he fought Barbosa one time. I
Yeah.
remember he fought Edson Barbosa and just got a flying knee in the head. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
knocked him dead.
You know, I love like those knockouts are so very entertaining. Love them. You love to see them, but at the same time, it's like you can't plan that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would that fight have? Like, what would that Masvidal and Ben Askren fight would have looked like without that
Dude,
flying knee?
I'll
You know
tell
what
you
I'm saying?
this. Me and Eric were talking. Oh, this is the co-main. Michael Johnson, Stevie Ray. Love this fight. I haven't seen it, but I'm saying I love the matchup.
Yeah, the matchup. Yeah.
That's what me and Eric, the bartender at Noreen's, were talking about for weeks. Yeah. You know what I mean? How is this fight going to go?
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah, and then you hate to see it like that.
yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
hate to see it in like that, but at the same time, you can't do a rematch. Like, who wants
Yeah,
to watch a rematch?
yeah, no, you can't run that. You can't run that one.
Yeah.
back. Like that was definitive.
Yeah.
but it's like as a fan, you're like, like run that one back one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Well, I mean, yeah, it's tough. You know, I'm a big tattoo fan.
Yeah.
I hate the rosary or any
Oh,
sort of
yeah, the
like
weird-
a necklace tattoo.
Yeah, the necklace tattoo.
I am not a fan.
Me
not
either.
a fan.
And it's just like, get a necklace. you
Yeah,
know?
bro. Just you could have saved so much money if you would have just bought a necklace.
Yeah, just buy a necklace. Where are we at on time right now?
Right now we're sitting at we just broke 2 hours.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I've always liked Michael Johnson. That's a dude who, like, he's one of those guys, like, you always know he's going to go to war, you know?
Yeah. He's in a scrap
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, he's the last person to knock
Does he have his
out.
belly button tattoo? Oh no, never mind. That's just a belly button. I thought he had a belly button piercing for a second. Some bold.
He's the
statement.
last person to knock out Dustin Poirier
Damn, that was a long time ago.
before Khabib,
Yeah.
obviously. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember him and Dustin Poirier fought, and I was like, oh, well, Dustin Poirier is going to knock his lights out. And then he just knocked Dustin Poirier dead, bro.
That's always like those weird fights where you're like, oh, this is gonna be over in a second, and then it's like, oh, when
Yeah.
it goes the complete opposite way, you're like, oh, well, I guess I know nothing.
That was the one where they did it on the border. That was the one where they did a MMA fight on the border, like in Hidalgo, Texas.
Yeah.
It's I think they should do more shit like that because it's always weird. The UFC has tried so hard to become popular in the Mexican markets, and they just can't do it for some reason.
Yeah, they were just at Mexico City for that. They just did a rematch of it.
Yeah. The Jeremy Stevens, Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah. They just ran that one back, but in Mexico. Granted that the main event was a Mexican
comedy.
a Mexican fighter. So of course you kind of bring. I think if they would have tried to do that when Cain Velasquez was at his peak.
Oh, they did.
I'm pretty sure
Cain lost. You remember that?
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like if they would have kind of went all in.
Yeah,
at that point, maybe they could have had some sort of like threshold on it, but and then they went in a lot, and that's the hard part about building around a fighter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like, oh, this person's gonna win every time.
Yeah,
you hope they win every time, but that's not always the case. It's hard to predict. And then even that fight that was just in Mexico City ended immediately with that eye poke.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
People were throwing shit in the octagon. It was crazy.
So like I saw that. I didn't actually watch the video. I just saw the eye poke and then the fight ending. Mm-hmm. I didn't see until I was watching that last fight.
Yeah.
Where they were throwing stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, like they were. Granted, I would have been upset if I was live and like. There's a small, like, being Hispanic, I got a little bit of love for Hispanic fighters. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If I was in Mexico City, that happens. I don't know if I would throw a beer, but I would understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially, like, your great Mexican UFC hope, Yair Rodriguez, you know? Yeah. He gets the fight called in the first minute because and you've all like this is what the whole night's been building up to. Yeah. And then the fight gets called in the first minute because of an eye poke.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah. I paid good money to see Yair Rodriguez. Like I came to the rest of these fights just because they were beforehand, but I paid to see Yair Rodriguez.
Exactly. You know? Exactly. And then if they even would have like had the fight that they had at this last when they did the rematch. And that in Mexico City, though. Arena would have been on fire.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been insane. Because even, like, just seeing his walkout in Mexico City, it exploded.
Yeah.
You know? And it's crazy. Like, you really don't see hometown love until you're in, like, a country. Like, when Conor McGregor in Ireland.
Oh,
you know what
dude,
I'm saying?
That was,
you know? So it's night and day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's insane. Just trying to find the range.
Yeah. Just doing that first round thing where they're just feeling each other out. Michael Johnson was the one that fought Khabib, and that's where everyone took notice and was like, oh, shit, this guy's a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was when he was fighting him, and he's like, hey, man, just tap. Like, I don't want to keep doing this to you.
Yeah. You know, when Khabib fought Conor, as soon as it went to the ground, I was like, oh, this is it.
It's over. Yeah, this is over.
There was no part of me that was like, oh, I think he can bounce back.
No,
you know?
It's over.
Like when he fought Nate, there was like a small party that's like, you know, he could probably make something work.
Well,
but
also that was during the era, like time and place thing. That was during the era when Conor McGregor seemed invincible. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
He seemed unstoppable, invincible. And I remember I was in England when that was going on. I was watching.
Oh really?
At my house in England, and my wife and I were up at like 2 a.m. watching that.
Oh shit, like that, huh?
Yeah. We were up at 2 a.m. watching it, and we were like, what in the fuck? Because right before that, Miesha Tate choked out Holly Holm. Do you remember that?
That was crazy.
10 seconds left in the fifth round.
Now, I thought Holly Holmes was invincible for a second. After she beat Ronda, I was like, oh, this is the next one.
Yeah, I was like, she's untouchable.
Mm-hmm. Immediately loses to Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, loses to Nunes, loses to Cyborg, loses to Durandamy, loses to Miesha Tate.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I thought she was gonna be the next star.
Lost to Shevchenko as well, I believe.
Yeah.
The thing about it is though, man, if you had to put if I had thought about it and just put like a parlay, because you can gamble on sports in England. If you'd have put a parlay on,
you couldn't.
No, you could.
Oh, you could.
Most states other than Nevada, you can't.
That's true.
Yeah.
I haven't lived.
Yeah.
I haven't lived too many other places.
Yeah,
exactly. I forget that that's a real thing.
Right. But if you'd have put a parlay on Misha Tate winning and Nate Diaz winning, like $100 parlay on that, it would have been like $2,000.
Do you gamble?
Not really, no.
No.
I just find that I have before.
Yeah.
I just find that it makes watching sports like taxing for me, you know?
Yeah, that's why I don't like gambling on like
Yeah.
I know a lot about football. I stay very up to date as much
Yeah.
as I can, but I do not like gambling because
Yeah.
then like if I place a bet, then I start thinking like, okay, well, I need this, you know, I'm no longer watching it because I'm enjoying it.
Right. And I like watching sports because I like to relax
Yeah.
and sit and watch it.
Yeah.
And I also like, you know, especially with football, I played for so long that I like watching the you know, the formations and the strategy and
Yeah.
everything like that. So I can kind of tell, like, oh, this guy, if he would do this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I just like going into that mindset. But
Yeah.
if I'm gambling on it, I'm just literally sitting
You're just
there.
like, just score a touchdown.
Yeah, just
Score a
score.
touchdown.
Fucking
Stop that.
cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, third down, you better make this stop.
Yeah,
you better,
yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, they're playing cover 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, you know, you should probably be running man right now.
Right,
They're going
right.
to throw, you know, that quick slant they got out of the entire
Exactly.
game. You know what I'm saying?
And that's – it just kind of takes that away. That
Oh, yeah.
aspect
No,
of it.
I feel you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks
Yeah.
that. Like,
Same with fantasy for me. That's why I don't play fantasy football anymore, because fantasy takes
Yeah.
away, for
that
me,
same thing.
the you know, the enjoyment of just like popping a game on Sundays.
Yeah.
Where instead, if I'm playing fantasy, I have to watch like every single game and keep up with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like I only play fantasy because it's like a set it, forget it type thing. Like,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
lineup is set. I pick, and coincidentally enough, like I'm a Ravens fan, so I have mostly Raven players
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
team.
And that's the hard part.
Luckily, they all do great, so
Yeah.
I kill it in fantasy for the most part. But then there's times where it's just like, oh man, I really need blah 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 to come through for me. And it's just like, but then after that, I'm just like, I'm all right. If I lose fantasy, I still like, I'm not putting money on the line. You know, I'm just,
Right,
I'm
right.
playing to play it. But no, I feel you. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
How long did you play ball for?
I played all through high school.
Uh-huh.
I had a couple offers for college, but
Yeah.
they weren't like full scholarships, and I couldn't afford the rest.
I feel that.
And you know, in all my parents' dumbness, the smartest thing they ever told me was, don't take any student loans. You'll just spend the rest of your life paying them off.
That's fair. That's why I didn't go to college.
Yeah, they're like, just if you take out student loans, you're gonna spend the rest of your life paying it off.
Mm-hmm.
So don't even bother. If you can't get a scholarship, don't go to college. They're like, plenty of people don't go to college, make a lot of money, and they're like, there's all these avenues, blah blah blah. I didn't know about any other avenue, honestly, other than the military. They're like, the military is a good start.
Yeah.
You
How
know,
long you been in your Air Force, right?
Yeah. I just hit 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So you've read up.
Yeah, I re-upped this year. I originally.
Oh yeah, you did the 6 years.
Yeah, I signed
Okay.
up for 6, and then I did an extension for 1. And
For
so-
one more year, or
Yeah, that's why I hit 7 before I had to re-enlist.
okay.
So I signed up for 6, and then I did an extension of my enlistment, just 1 year.
Yeah.
And then, so it still counts as your first enlistment.
Yeah.
Because there have certain benefits that
Yeah.
come with being a first term
Yeah.
enlistee. And then that year passed, and I was going to get out, and I was like, I'm just making too much money. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
feel you. Yeah. So you signed up for another 4 or 6?
Yeah, I
or
signed up for another 4, and
see where it goes from there.
yeah, and that's the thing, man. I'll be if I do 20, I'll be 39 and retire
Damn.
and
Yeah,
just get
that's
a
it.
paycheck the rest of my life.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and can go to a different job, but am not pressured.
Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah,
I'll be
exactly,
alright.
exactly. Especially with all the ways I've gotten hurt.
Yeah. They are
I'll get a-
standing in front of each other.
Yeah,
and
they're just banging.
swinging.
I think Michael Johnson's getting the better of these exchanges.
You think so?
Yeah. But especially getting hurt, I'll have a pretty good chunk of VA check too.
Oh, you got hurt in the military? Or?
Yeah, just little bumps and like little stuff wrong with me, like my back and my hip are completely fucked. But
From what do you do?
I'm a helicopter mechanic.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a mechanic on helicopters and
Yeah.
C-130s, and just doing that stuff, like it'll
it's just taxing on you.
wear on your body. Yeah, like my knees.
You're working with big machinery.
Yeah.
That's
my
fair.
knees and like my lower body is just completely fucked for the most part.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have quite a bit of VA money coming
Nice.
out of there.
Got that VA money.
Yeah,
bro.
seriously. So it'll make doing stand up a lot easier.
Yeah,
Because I won't have to work. I can get a part-time job, honestly, and just kind of
fill the time a little bit.
Yeah.
A little extra money.
Yeah, like I'll work at a call center part-time. I don't give a fuck.
But at the same time, you're like, hey, I need this Friday off. And they're
Yeah.
like, no, we can't do that. You're like, oh, cool, I quit.
Cool, I quit then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need this. Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, catch you later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Been fun, y'all. Thank you.
that's my ultimate goal. Is to,
Ooh.
Good back kick by
Did he catch him on the chin, or did he like? Was he just surprised that he got hit with that kick?
That's a good question.
Because it looked like it landed on the chin, but at the same time, it looked like he like hit his hand. You know what I'm saying?
He's going in.
These guys are just scrapping.
Yeah. It's a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want, my ultimate goal is to get to the point where I don't have to work anymore.
That's fair. Yeah. That's everyone's goal.
Yeah, where I can just focus on comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do that while I'm still young, and just either live off investments or live off of retirement.
Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's Michael Johnson getting the better of these exchanges.
Are they
as
they're
they
just throwing one pieces though? Is anyone piecing them together?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Not
too heavy though.
No, this is the last fight. We've already seen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The last round. You think this goes to decision or not?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. Just because I don't think Michael Johnson has the
like stopping or I don't know about stopping power, but like the explosive finish type.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, like I said, I saw him do it with Dustin Poirier at that time, but that's it.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of his fights. He's the only one to really like kind of tag Khabib.
It's just hard to do.
Yeah.
Very hard to do.
Because Khabib came out and he just popped him in the chin and kind of like made Khabib like shake his head and be like, whoa, for a sec, And that's about it. But still, that's more than anyone else has been able to do.
I'd like to see Khabib fight someone that's like a great grappler.
Yeah.
But someone that can press him on the feet.
Tony
someone
Ferguson. It's Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, but like press him, shut down the takedown game. But can also wrestle themselves. But just hey, you can't wrestle me. You gotta stand in front of me.
Right.
And what happens then? Because I feel like anyone that Khabib's been matched up with is like they're gonna stand up, or they're just not as impressive in the ground game. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, significant head strikes.
And Stevie Ray's not as far behind as I thought he was.
No, not at all. Like even showing the highlights between the rounds, he got him with some good hits. Though I think Johnson is controlling the fight.
Yeah, are the judges seeing it the way we are, where it's like, oh, Michael Johnson has this? You know what I mean?
No, Michael Johnson. I mean, he's definitely piecing them together, though.
Yeah.
When it comes to,
and 18 body strikes to 0, so that...
Oh, yeah. Swearing on the body.
Yeah.
You can even see on his, lower stomach.
Oh, yeah, redness. He's red as fuck.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think Ray's just coming in trying to oh, that's why
he's just a step too slow.
Yeah, he's trying to shoot. Just because he was trying to shoot on him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was trying to shoot in. Oh my God, do
here.
not. How are you gonna let this fight?
Well, it's like how is he supposed to get up?
Yeah. Good control. 2 minutes. He can work with this.
Yeah, he's got.
I don't know if he could finish it. I don't know if he has enough in the tank to finish that, but he's got something there.
Very smart by Michael Johnson. Just grab his hand and hang on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's getting inside the glove, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going to let another one slip away? He's got to work for the back control, though.
Yeah.
He just can't. Don't let him get up. I think if he lets him get up, that's kind of a wrap.
Oh, wow.
My God. Body triangle in.
Yeah.
He's holding the hands, though. That's all he can really do.
Yeah. At that point,
you just got to survive.
body triangle seems so devastating. Like, just thinking about that happening to me, I'm just like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so my brother has he's put me to sleep. Like he's put me out. Yeah, just because he was like
just doing jiu-jitsu stuff.
Yeah, well, he was just like, you want to know what it feels like, and I was like, yeah, sure, why
Yeah,
not?
kind of.
And then it's just like he did it, and I was just like, it was just one of the things where it's like, oh, I'm getting kind of tired, and then it's like it happened, and he like woke me up. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
what happened? But like that triangle choke, especially when you get it like arm in.
Oh yeah.
And, like it's across your face to where you're just being like smothered by yourself.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, oh, this is terrible. Like,
Yeah.
especially like on the body triangle, because like your legs are way stronger than your like
just
than your arms.
in your abdomen.
Yeah.
You know.
And like his is kind of different because he's kind of coming down the middle. He's not
Yeah.
really applying that pressure. But if he was kind of come off to the side and really
Yeah.
like put on that pressure, he's
would
really
just-
just trying to keep him at bay at this point. Like he's
Yeah.
got that foot underneath the leg, because it's keeping him postured. But if he was really going for that body triangle, like that's just not a comfortable position.
Oh no.
So he's
Man, if Michael Johnson loses. That's
Oh,
gonna
my
be
God.
very sad.
he's just trying to loosen him up. He's trying to get that under. I feel like he could bring that from the left side. If he brought his arm under to get that that's what he's kind of looking for. There you go.
Yeah.
He's trying to like.
I don't think he
he's
has
trying to
enough
trick
time.
him. No, not at this point. But I mean, this gives him 1 round, one
Yeah.
round to 2.
Yeah, it's probably 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think he gets the win like this though.
No.
A twister. Oh, good elbow. I feel like more people need to use creative elbow strikes.
Yeah.
Get off me. Get off me. If I didn't see the first 2 rounds, I would think
Yeah,
that
I
man
would-
won the fight.
Yeah, if you only showed me the third round, I'd be like, wow, what a miraculous comeback.
What
you
a
know?
great comeback.
What an incredible comeback.
Bam. And that 2-piece. Right down the middle.
Yeah. Now, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Do you think a scoring it round by round is smart, or do you think scoring the entire fight at once?
I think you got to do round by round.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah, I agree. Because someone tried to make that case to me that they should score the entire fight at the end.
No, because like you see the third round and you're like, that was a dominant performance
Yeah.
in the third. But then it's like he got pieced all the first 2 rounds.
But here's
So
my
how can
counter
you-
to that is that if a guy wins the first round dominantly, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the second round it's like pretty even, and then the third round the other guy wins that round dominantly. That's going to be a draw. But if the other guy wins more dominantly in the third round, the most they're ever going to give him is a 10-8. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I feel like that would lead to like a what's the best way to describe this? Like you would kind of put all your eggs into one basket in a round, right? So
Right.
say like you came out, you didn't definitely win the first round.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into the second round and just try to put on the most impressive of rounds. So then when you
No,
look
that
at the
makes
fight,
sense.
you're like, okay, first round didn't go his way, but the second round he was, doing this, and it was just an impressive feat. And then it's like, okay, well, do you give him that based on that performance? So I think like you got to kind of break it down by round, because if not, then you're just it becomes kind of skewed and biased by what's happening, Because looking at the third round, if you look at that, you're like, that was the most definitive offense in that entire fight. But
It's
does that
true.
mean he won the fight,
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I see the reason for both, but I think more of scoring each round individually makes more for an accurate picture of the fight.
I feel like if you score as let's see.
I think Michael Johnson wins it.
Me too. But I think it's got to be split. I don't think you give unanimous. You think he gets unanimous?
Ooh, there's a draw in there. Whoa.
No. He is mad. He is mad. He's like, nah.
Yeah,
By
I would be too.
majority decision. He surprised himself.
Oh, he's Scottish. You never know what the fuck he's gonna say.
Yeah.
Natalie, my fiance at home.
My fiance at home. He is out of breath. He does not know what to say. He really does not think he won that fight. Oh, to the temple. Bam. On the chin. I feel like these are all third round highlights right here. Good shoot. Good shoot. Good sprawl. Just turned him over. Great ground and pound, though. Such an impressive performance in that third round, for sure.
So I'm back.
So you're doing the Air Sex Championships?
Yeah.
Are you competing?
Is that like
I am competing. It's like air guitar,
But
but
air
sex.
You really competing?
Yes. They asked me, the guy who runs it, because all they said was it pays. And I'm like, well, I'm there. And then
So you're an
Coulter's
air
judging it.
whore.
I'm
You're having
slut.
air sex for money.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're an air whore.
This
that
is
was
my
my
pimp.
biggest
She knows,
dream.
yeah.
That was my biggest dream.
They asked me what my stage name is, and I told them Landaho Calrissian.
Damn.
And then they said what song they want to come out to. It's a Silk Meeting in My Bedroom.
Oh.
YouTube it.
YouTube.
I got a
Yeah,
bathrobe
really.
in the trunk. I'm ready.
Yeah. I got a bathrobe in the trunk.
Now, part of me is going for Ben Askren just because he has curly hair. That's it.
He looks fit.
No, he never looks fit.
He looks.
He's looked the most fit out of all his fights.
Yeah, okay.
I
does-
guess.
He doesn't have the dad.
I don't take him seriously. Yeah.
He does not have the major dad bod.
If I didn't know who he was, I'd probably fight him. And then get my ass kicked.
All right.
Who do we got?
Garrett?
I have no idea. I really don't know. I feel like this is going to be super boring. And
Probably right, yeah.
yeah.
I have to say, just because of stylistically, wrestlers do normally have an
Hey, there's
advantage
Bobby Lee. No, I'm just kidding.
over jiu-jitsu. Stop. I'd have to say Askren, and also he's looking for redemption.
Yeah. He needs it because, like, how are we supposed to take him seriously if you come over to the UFC, talk all that shit, and then just lose two in a
All
row?
that shit.
You're 1-2 in the UFC. Yeah. Watch this just be a stand-up fight the whole time.
That'd actually be so hilarious. I feel like
Ben Askren knowing better than to come out with his head down anymore. How about that?
And he has his hands up.
yeah,
Look at
chin
him.
tucked, like
Getting fancy.
he's trying to catch punches though. Mm-hmm. You can't do that.
My thing is, like, what is he going to do?
Ooh.
Take Damian Maia down?
Yeah, that's asking for it. And
You're
then
still in a world of hurt there.
that's his wheelhouse, too, is taking people down.
Good knees.
Oh, not
If you get
bad.
knocked out by Damian Maia, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, retire, bitch.
Yeah. He's got throwing
Fucking
these soft
retire.
punches at you.
Yeah. My thing is, like, how is Ben Askren that strong with zero muscle definition? You know?
Yeah, it's strange.
It's just white hate.
It's
Yeah. It's what hate. What hate?
That's great.
Hey, you guys want to watch two grapplers strike for 25 minutes?
Yeah, for sure. That's the one we should do a podcast on.
Yeah.
I know this is the first one we did, but Marco, let's just make this episode 6 or something.
Yeah. We got to bring the people in first.
Yeah.
Ooh. No, it seems to me that Damian Maia's kind of yanking Ben Askren around. Like, I know they haven't really done anything, but
Yeah.
I wonder what his game plan is. Like, is he trying?
Oh. Could get a guillotine here.
Like, does he want to take him down?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Like, that's what he's known for. But are you gonna play his game at that point?
I compare it to being like Randy Johnson, the pitcher, throwing to Barry Bonds, but just like, I'm gonna burn you straight down the middle.
Yeah, like this is the only way that I can.
Yeah.
This is if I kind of come at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to throw it 100 miles an hour right down the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds, another famous steroid user. There's a theme here.
Barry Bonds, friend of the show. Call in sometime, Barry.
Yeah. Love to have you on.
Big MMA fighter in Japan, Barry Bonds.
Yeah, dude, I would love to have Barry Bonds on the program.
Oh, man. Just
Him-
fit his head on an entire couch.
Yeah, him, Jose Canseco, O.J. Simpson. I would
Jose
totally have O.J. on the
Canseco,
pod.
owns a car wash in Vegas.
O.J. Simpson
Yeah.
was a car
Jose
wash?
Canseco.
Yeah, he just opened it today.
Oh,
Is it open today?
Yeah,
There's
just opened
okay.
today.
I was like, I've been.
He did a meet and greet at Nellis Air Force Base at the BX one time.
What?
Yeah.
Did you meet him?
No, I didn't have a chance to go up there. I didn't know about it till he was already gone. I walked in and they were like, meet and greet with Jose Canseco at 10 a.m. today. I was like, fuck, it's 2 p.m. I would have loved to have met him.
Yeah.
Just sign his forearm.
No, just
I got to.
I just love a shit show, you know.
Hey,
Have you
Mr.
ran-
Canseco, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
ran into OJ anywhere around town?
No, I have not.
I'm alive.
I've seen him at Conan Grill one time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Small part of that was like, I should
Say so.
Oh.
And I was like, I got nothing but stupid OJ Simpson
Yeah,
jokes.
yeah,
So
Hey, man, looking sharp.
yeah.
I didn't know what to say to you, so I figured I'd take a stab at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to invite OJ to Barfly. I'll give him a guest spot, no doubt.
Nice. How many minutes do you think OJ has?
Oh, maybe 5. You know.
You know what?
Oh, okay. Now here's what we want to
They
see.
Yeah.
did they just explode for that? It's a terrible position.
Very smart Singapore MMA crowd.
Yeah, they're like, we know a takedown.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
we're about this shit. Well, because when I first started watching MMA in like 2007, people go to the ground and get booed. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are idiots.
so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. And like, you know what's
Funny is like, actually,
All the fucking spiked hair.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Okay.
So I appreciate Jiu-Jitsu. I mean,
obviously I love the ground game, but like,
Yeah.
or-
like the standing up.
but
Yeah.
ground game is like I love
Watching technical.
Yeah.
that are really good at jiu-jitsu or even wrestlers
And like early on, like, oh, you would.
get
I like watching.
booed. Everyone was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this fight is so boring." And it's like, what do you mean? Like my man is putting on a show.
One of
Well,
my-
it was the fucking Affliction shirt spike haired fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once
Yeah,
those guys kind of got
yeah.
out of MMA, like you've seen those guys like kind of trickle out of MMA. And once those guys got out, a whole new breed of fan came in.
Like-
and
Like real fans.
yeah.
Yeah, that new shit about the sport. Yeah.
Like MMA Underground and Shirt Dog people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Sure Dog's my shit.
Yeah.
You know, I
They have a
always
Ewitz on Sure Dog.
what was it? Bad Boys with the eyes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Tito Ortiz style shirts. Fuck yeah.
Those flame shorts.
Those are
Yeah.
badass.
And then Chuck Liddell had the
Blue
ice,
flames?
the blue.
Yeah. Justin Gaethje has the bad boy eyes tattooed on his side.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
regret.
Ooh.
That's a
Very
TKO.
odd
what-
tattoo.
You wish you could run back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Was the ad money really that good?
Well, it doesn't even say bad boy on it. It's just the eyes.
It's just,
Oh,
but you
wow.
know,
It's just
you
eyes
know
on his
what
side.
it is. Though.
Yeah.
We all know.
Tap out was.
Yo, they would come out and like dance.
Have you seen their new branding?
No, is it
WWE
horrible?
stuff.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they market the WWE stuff now, and I think John Cena is like their biggest signing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just they've toned it down like times 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally just a symbol. It's just an O with like a T in the middle of the O.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, like
definitely
go
not
go
Go
fucking
old
all the
school.
way like he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a guy in clown makeup. Let's do this.
For real. Well, did you ever watch the Affliction MMA event?
cool. No.
I remember they had
There
like
was
a promotion.
One,
yeah.
There was one MMA event that they did, and they were going to start out their own promotion. and it was fucking great. If you ever get a chance to get on there and look it up, look up The Affliction. Yeah, for
that
sure.
would
One
be
of these
fun.
days,
I'm
I have
down
Fight
for it.
Pass, so we can do it.
Yeah.
They have fucking who is it? Orlovsky. They have Andre Orlovsky.
Old school Andre Arlovsky's great.
Fighting. Yeah, they have old school Arlovsky. Fighting fucking greatest heavyweight of all time. What's his name?
Fedor.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I always disagree when people say he's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I always have to.
I feel like none of his fights really like impressed
A good amount of his
Okay,
fights were
watch the
against
Fedor
pro
Kevin
wrestlers.
Randleman fight if you ever get a chance.
The
I will,
Fedor
yeah.
Kevin Randleman?
He walked out on that statement. He's serious about.
Kevin Randleman always put on a good fight, though.
He did, and he had blonde hair, which is I think great technique. Black dude, blonde hair. That's a black belt of hair dye color right there. Yes.
Ooh,
And my
he
brother
is
got
bleeding.
blonde hair. Put money on him.
I didn't think Ben Askren had the hands like this.
Yeah, but he's getting tacked up too. Okay. Now he's come on,
I feel
Damien.
like
You better put your hands up.
He's just throwing like nothing too heavy.
Yeah,
To the bat.
this is just two guys that met on the street.
These guys were arguing at the bar earlier over a Miller Lite.
Because you can see the striking isn't exactly beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
But they're hitting each other.
Yeah, they're not putting heat on it.
I kind of like the fact that they're both striking. Damien's getting kind of fucked up though,
Yeah, well, he's tagging him,
and he's not putting his hands up. His hands are too low.
Sorry, I had to pee, guys. The Fedor Kevin Randleman fight, though, Randleman slams Fedor on his head.
Oh,
and
damn.
Fedor gets up and goes like that, and it's like, oh, God, he's in trouble. We're just allowing this to continue.
I
It's in
think
pride, so it's like-
those
Pride is great.
pick them up, slam them like on their
Yeah.
head, like
Rampage
Rose.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson's the first one that comes to mind.
Rose, when she got
When
knocked
she got
out like
knocked
that,
out,
I was
bro.
like, oh no, like
I was like, she's dead.
she.
Yeah.
Because she got her neck just like went
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, and then
Thug.
she was just out, and she was winning that fight. That was
Yeah,
the
she was
craziest
winning
part.
big time.
No.
Speaking of,
He said, "Give me that arm real quick. I got something for you."
Nice.
punch on the
Again,
comeback.
very
But
educated
that's-
crowd in Singapore.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be on the bottom of that.
No, you never want to be on bottom of Damian Maia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good position.
No matter how many
And a
wrestling
wrestler
national
on his
championships
back.
you won.
Yeah.
I don't care how many championships you won and how many All-Americans
The
you
only
have,
thing
but-
wrestlers know about being on your back is don't be on your back.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point.
All they know is
Great
this
advice.
is bad.
Great
Yeah.
advice.
Oh, full mount. Oh, no.
Oh.
No. You about to get choked out, homie.
About to get his
Come
back.
on, Curls. Get up.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh,
Look
almost
at
had the
that.
Americana.
Look at that. My man's.
Oh, sitting on his face.
Yeah. This is when you eat Roberto's for the fight. And you know what? Now I'm proud to
Right.
watch this fight. At first, I wasn't sure.
yeah. You were like, I could skip this.
I was like, well, there's beer there.
yeah.
Yeah. Got to finish your beer, and then we can take off.
Yeah.
Here, fuck all that. You got to get out of here. Oh shit.
That's perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course, man.
I wish they didn't have to fucking do something.
Yeah,
No, you're good. Yeah.
You got to get paid to have air sex. I understand.
Yeah.
Where's
Not
that show
wasted.
at?
Folks,
That
if you're
place
ever
on
wondering
Ninth
how glamorous it is to be a stand-up comedian, sometimes you got to accept jobs.
Sometimes you gotta have air sex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to accept things that might be a little.
You can have passion and respect. You can't have both.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's a true statement in comedy.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can get paid and only do only do shows that you like, but you won't get paid very much.
Nope.
Oh, slam dunk.
Or you can just get paid anytime someone offers you money,
Exactly.
and you are going to end up doing some stuff that you are not proud of.
Now put this lotion on and shut up.
It's called prostitution. Ooh. I feel like a lot of people don't utilize the north-south position as much as
Yeah,
they
you
should.
don't see it. You don't see it a lot.
Oh. But I feel like if you know someone with a really good ground game, like a good north-south position.
Yeah. I think honestly it's way more advantageous in the gi than it is.
Because you have more to pull on, more to grab.
Yeah.
I see that. Now on the hands, I really see Astrid winning this.
Yeah.
So
He's landing more shots. I don't know.
Maya's face is getting kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like, he's definitely landed more shots. I don't know about significant strikes, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's tagging them,
There's
but there's
a
not
lot
a
of
lot
bro
of sauce
punches
behind it.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah. There's a lot of bro punches in there.
Yeah. A lot
Come here,
of bro
fuck
punches.
you.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. It's my car, man.
That's my car. You landed on my car, bro.
Ooh,
Ooh,
good shot
uppercut.
from Maya. Good little uppercut.
Nice
Knee to the body.
If he catches him with that knee when he tries to take him down, that's gonna be the end
What
of the fight.
if he catches him with a knee to the face and knocks him out like that?
Well, then I'm gonna get another beer.
Now
Yeah.
these
Get another
three,
beer, shotgun that, call it a day.
I'm canceling this show.
yeah, these 3 Askren fights that he's had in the UFC, that's the most he's gotten punched his entire career. If you ever watched him in one, he would never get hit.
It's a different level of fighting.
Yeah.
for sure. And they also kind of fucking him by giving him a jiu-jitsu specialist.
Yeah.
That's not a nice good.
Well, it's because he talked all that shit to Dana
yeah.
White, and Dana White's like, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
He's, for someone being new, granted he was undefeated, big name. They've given him some fights.
Yeah. Some
You know
very
what I'm
tough
saying?
opponents.
Like, anytime you see
Oh, hey,
someone else.
Masvidal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
yeah.
Masvidal fight made his entire career. Like, made Masvidal's career, you know what I mean? Skyrocketed him.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, if he gets him in a knee bar, that would be insane.
Oh, buddy.
No.
Once again.
They say fighting Damian Maia is like he's just everywhere at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has you in Sadie mount.
Yeah. Oh, got his back. About to get his back.
Oh, you don't want to play this game, Askren. Come on.
Don't roll over. That's like
No.
the that's like the one thing they tell you is do
He
not
might get
roll
it
over.
more. If not the choke.
He's
Oh,
going,
the body
he's going for the
triangle
rear
too?
naked. He's going for the rear naked. Got the body lock on him. Yeah.
Nope.
He's just.
There it is.
Nope.
Crank
it's over
it.
the face. No, it's over the face.
He could still get him like that.
Yeah, he can do the bulldog, but I don't. Oh, no, he set you up for
it's
that
under
one.
the chin.
Got him.
You're out. You're gone. You're gone. You're done. This fight's over. This fight's over. He's out. He's out.
Oh my god.
Oh! Welcome to the UFC, buddy.
Yeah. Second
man.
straight fight. Ben Askren's been out cold.
Welcome
man.
to the UFC, buddy. Hey,
Second
tweets
straight.
later. Man, that
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, tweets tomorrow.
Man, that sucked.
We'll get him next
Yeah.
time.
Welcome to the UFC, buddy.
Wow.
Oh man.
And this just cements that the UFC really pulls the best from the world.
Yeah.
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 Say what
he's-
you want.
Yeah. But I mean, that's so unfortunate because he owned those first 2 rounds
Yeah.
and just
I think
He
he
did well. He
got
did
caught
well.
slipping.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, get out of here.
All right, Vince.
Thanks for doing it, Vince. Check out Vincent Blackshear on all social media. Go to his shows. He'll post shows.
At Blackshear Comic and everything Blackshear Comic, guys.
Yeah, Blackshear
Yeah.
Comedy. We're building a brand, okay? Yeah.
Hit this restroom. Wrap it up real quick.
Yeah.
'Cause that was the last fight, right?
Yeah, that was the
Okay,
last
cool.
one. Whenever you come back, let's talk just the main event. But where do you see these guys going next? Like, what's the next step for those two? Guys, if you're a MMA fan, go ahead and check out ESPN Plus. They have a lot of great UFC content on there. If you hear my dog in the background, I am not beating her or hurting her in any way. She is just in her house while we record the podcast because, she can't get her shit together, and she kept getting in everybody's face, so she had to get put away, and she's not happy about it. So, I mean, I don't blame her, but at the same time, can't have you interrupting the podcast. But yeah, go ahead and check out ESPN Plus if you get a chance, and yeah, it's got a lot of great MMA content. They have the 25 greatest fights of all time on there. But again, my issue is that I'm glad they got more MMA involved people like Ariel Helwani, Chael Sonnen, those types. But my issue with MMA or UFC, especially moving over to ESPN, was like none of you people know a thing about the UFC. That's what drives me insane is the people who don't know anything about it talking about it. I don't know why, but that drives me nuts. And anyone pretending to be an expert on something they don't know anything about drives me insane. But they've done a great job with it, and they created a whole back catalog that I think you'll enjoy. So give it a check. Also, ESPN has all the ESPN Plus has all the 30 for 30s and the kind of like the UFC documentaries. I think they're moving towards doing like a whole takeover of UFC Fight Pass, which I get, but at the same time, I really liked UFC Fight Pass's. Just regular content because they created a ton of content, But hopefully, they keep the fight library on Fight Pass. But who knows? Who even knows? I think ESPN Plus is going to do a whole shift and take all of Fight Pass's content. But, like I said, I think Fight Pass was a good thing. What do you think, Marco? Did you ever have Fight Pass?
I did not get Fight Pass.
Yeah.
I thought about it mostly because it's got deep cut UFC fights and WEC.
That's what I love about it.
I know some of my brother's fights are on here.
Yeah.
Just old, good seeing old UFC fights.
Mm-hmm.
Though I did not really like their you could only get the pay-per-view through ESPN.
Yeah,
Plus.
I didn't like the way they did that.
Because someone was like, you're now behind 2 paywalls.
Yes.
You have to pay for ESPN. ESPN Plus and the pay-per-view.
And the pay-per-view, yeah.
Which is you get a nice little discount on it, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think the marketing of it was kind of stupid, but it happens.
Yeah.
All right, so coming up now, who do you think Damian Maia and Ben Askren go for now? What's next for them?
Honestly, I was just thinking about this now. You got to give Ben Askren a tune-up fight.
Yeah.
You can't put him against someone who, I don't want to say a big name, but you can't put him up against a star.
Do you give him a top 10 or a top 15?
I think he's got to be. It's got to be ranked.
Yeah.
But it's got to be the last rank. 15 is the highest, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the rankings for the welterweight division, which is what Ben Askren is in. Sorry, guys, my phone is being slow. UFC welter.
And then we got to see where Damian Maia is too.
Yeah, because I think a Damian Maia, top 5 fight would be. I'll take one more, thanks. Let's see. Yeah. Because who has he lost to? Honestly, Tyron Woodley. That's it. Ben Askren is at number 11. Thank you, sir. Ben Askren is at number 11 in the welterweight rankings. Yeah, that was before this fight. So is he ranked still?
What was Damian Maia ranked?
10th. Now, if you bump it up and do,
I think if he's still ranked, he's got to be next to last.
Yeah.
If he's still ranked, I think you're okay not ranking him at this point.
Now, if you do Damian Maia versus Ponzinibbio, I think that would be a solid. Santiago Ponzinibbio.
He just submitted Ben Askren, but he didn't look too impressive.
No.
In the fight.
No.
He, truthfully speaking, he looked like he was getting beat the entire fight until, that takedown.
Right.
That takedown and then into the submission.
Yeah. But I think he was getting the better of the exchanges on the feet too.
You think so?
I think so. I mean,
like significant strikes. I wonder.
I think Ben Askren had the harder strikes.
I don't think so. I think Ben Askren got more strikes, but significant strikes. I would have to rewatch that to see who was really putting something behind it.
Right.
Because Ben Askren was definitely landing more.
Fair.
Now, if those were hurting Damian Maia, that would be like up to discussion. But he definitely landed more. Now I want to see who landed the harder hits. But Ben Askren was even getting was taking him down.
Yeah.
Up until then, was putting on a great wrestling clinic and a grappling clinic.
For sure.
Until he got caught. Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of the tough point is like he got caught.
Yeah. And it seems like, and I think personally, that's a symptom of fighting for a long time in lesser organizations. You're able to
learn bad traits. I imagine.
Not necessarily bad traits, but you're able to get away with being sloppy.
Yeah.
In a one or a Bellator, you're able to get away with being sloppy. If you are UFC caliber, but you're fighting in those promotions,
your transition is a little bit easier.
Yeah. And so I think he did the right thing. He came over, created a lot of buzz. Yeah. And
still a good fighter.
Still great.
I don't think he's bad by any sense.
He's got to get a striking game though.
I think today kind of showed like what he possibly could be.
Yeah.
What his game should look like, but
world class.
Like Randy,
jiu-jitsu fighters are still.
He could be what Randy Couture was. Because Randy Couture, a great wrestler, but could still stand up and box with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's,
And that's kind of what you see is like world-class wrestler. I would say very on par with how he wrestled.
Yeah.
Granted, we'll see what that looks like inside of UFC further on. But his standing game, Couture stood up there with Ortiz and Chuck Liddell. Yeah. And in the era of UFC that was just, we're going to knock each other out, and that's it.
Just stand and bang,
Yeah.
I want to bang, bro.
Yeah. Stand and bang. So we'll see what Ben Askren really becomes, but like I said, I think, for lack of better terms, he needs a tune-up fight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He needs a fight where he looks like a very real contender to stay relevant. Because if he loses his next one, he's lost all 3 fights. Or he's won one fight, which is controversial, to say the least. And
that's what I was going to suggest. Why not run that Robbie Lawler fight back?
Ooh, that would be interesting if they could come to terms with that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, okay, so say he wins that one.
Yeah.
Whether decision or definitive end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that solidifies him, kind of puts him back in the talks of like, who should he fight next?
Right.
If he loses that one, he's lost 3 of his last 4 in a row. If he gets beat definitively, what do you say from there? If you're Dana White or whoever, really,
I mean, he's still a draw at this point.
Yeah.
So he's not one of those guys that's going to be like, all right, lose 3, you're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, you lose 3. Do you want to see the comeback, or do you want to see someone who deserves it,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Because there are guys that I'm like, oh, God, we're really going to let this guy just go out there and get the shit kicked out of him again. Like, BJ Penn.
BJ Penn does not need to fight anymore.
No, it's like y'all are still letting this dude just go out there and get the shit kicked out of himself.
Which I think he's done in the UFC after that whole drunk video thing.
Yeah, but also there are guys that I have really looked at their comeback and been like, holy shit, I hope this works out. Like the Diego Sanchez fight.
Oh, Diego Sanchez will forever be my boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, he loses in
Clay Guida as well.
Clay Guida. Matt Brown, Joe Lozon, fucking
Yeah, like those guys that kind of like came up in that like Ultimate Fighter sort of system, like in that era where you're like, oh, they may not be. I mean, Diego Sanchez was a superstar at one point, but it was just like one of those things where you're like, this guy's the truth.
Yeah.
And kind of fall off, been around for a while, win, lose.
Yeah.
You know,
Holly Holm, Cowboy Cerrone. It's like
a Cowboy. I feel
those
like
people
is
can
one
lose.
Of those, yeah.
Those people can lose 5 straight fights, and I'm still gonna watch their next one. You know,
Andre Arlovsky is the same sort of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like that man is
overing for sure.
Yeah. It's like they don't need to fight. They have nothing left to prove. They've had their time.
Yeah.
Like you've established your greatness and your legacy, but you still want to fight. I'm still gonna watch.
Yeah,
you.
Anderson Silva. He's another one of those.
Oh yeah, Anderson Silva. Yeah, until he's like, I'm gonna hang it up.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna tune in and watch it.
Yeah,
Mark
I'm
Hunt.
there.
That's another one.
Mark Hunt. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he's retired, but sort of.
Is he retired or is he kind of like, hey,
he's.
I need my money.
Oh, they're not gonna.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he's like, hey, I need my money. If I don't get my money, then I'm not fighting for you guys. Type deal.
They're not booking him for anything else.
Yeah. You think he's still under contract for that?
No.
For UFC?
He fought. They really rushed his last 2 fights on his contract, and we're like, all right, see you later. Because, he took him to court.
Yeah. After the Brock Lesnar fight, yeah?
Yeah, and he signed up for Bare Knuckle FC.
No way.
Yeah, him and Bigfoot Silva.
Damn.
Yeah. They're going to
Has he
fight
fought
Bare.
yet?
No, not yet, I don't think. They're going to fight Bare Knuckle, so.
Shit, we'll watch that too.
Yeah, I'd be into it.
Bare Knuckle, I feel like it's always one of those like harder things to watch for me, for sure.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, do I want to watch that?
I don't really want to, but I want to see how he fights in that.
Right,
you know?
Right. Let's see. I'm going to look at Mark Hunt. News on Google. Now, tonight we missed out on Bellator 231.
Ooh, who fought on that?
Frank Mir, Big Country Nelson.
Oh, shit. No way. We were just talking about him.
Yeah. There's another couple fights that I think were pretty good. But, yeah, we didn't. Phil Davis and Carl Albrechtsen for the light heavyweight title. Yeah, man.
I think it's a really, just like what we were saying about the Affliction fight. Just kind of run some of like the classics, or even just like a Bellator, or even like
Well, here's the thing. Bellator has only had like 2 good cards.
Yeah,
and that's what sucks about them is that
you got one great fight, but then the rest of the card is kind of soft.
Yeah, it sucks because there are some great fights, but to get to those great fights, you have to watch some straight garbage.
You have to watch a lot of garbage.
Yeah, I remember watching an entire Bellator fight. It was just tough, man. Watching the entire card.
Oof. Didn't have Chuck and Tito ran it back in Bellator yet?
No, they were going to in like some insane promotion.
Yeah.
I think it was going to be like
pull
Golden
out of that?
Boy MMA. And they I think both parties pulled out of it.
I'm not a fan of watching either of those men fight anymore.
No.
But at the same time, like they're like, if you're going to put it on, I had to tune in. You know what I'm saying?
Chuck had like 4 too many fights in the UFC. Those last few
fights. And he's fought since then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he's got to be like 40, 50.
Mm-hmm. That was when I think that last fight was when Dana White was like, I'm not letting you fight again.
It was a smart move.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Because he was getting knocked dead all the time.
Yeah. You know, that was always the thing with Chuck Liddell, though. Like, either he would knock someone out cold or he got knocked out. Like, and it was never like a in-between.
Yeah, that Rich Franklin fight. The Rashad Evans fight.
Yeah.
Rashad
Evans was always one of my favorites to see. After he knocked out Chuck, I think I really started to like watch his fights.
Yeah.
Highlight reel.
Well, Rashad Evans, he's one of those dudes that the talent just caught up to him, in a very quick time. Yeah. He was in a very transitional period for the UFC.
Yeah.
And he was like, top tier talent for a while, and then the talent just caught up to
very
him.
quick.
Yeah, and I think he should have dropped down a weight class before he did, like especially before fighting
Yeah.
John Jones. That
Tor-
John Jones
Torres
fight
is-
just ruined his career.
You
Because
didn't
John
count
Jones
that,
didn't
no.
even knock him out. He just beat the brakes off of him for 5 rounds.
Which is way worse to see. You know, like you see someone, you know the fight could have been called.
Yeah.
It could have been stopped. You probably should have stopped it, but you just see someone get beat for 5 rounds. That's hard to watch.
Yeah, it's like every Khabib fight. You're like, all right, guys, come on.
Yeah,
come
just
on.
tap
We're
him
gonna
out,
let
bro.
this happen.
Just tap him out. Yeah.
All right, man. You ready to wrap this thing up?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Garrett, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really like this.
When are we gonna do the next one? We'll have another one.
Well,
right?
you're out of town for the Diaz
for the
fight.
Diaz Masvidal fight.
I was gonna say, if anything, a whole day is hard to avoid spoilers, especially for a fight like that.
Yeah.
So then say,
Well, that one, yeah.
if anything, we'll catch the next fight night. We can do like one of the older episodes, like an older UFC or like one of the older ones, just to kind of get a little bit more content out there.
We can do that Affliction one I was telling you about.
Yeah, I'm 100% with that.
Yeah.
And then just run it back like that. I feel like that would be cool.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
All right, man.
But no, it's a lot of fun. I appreciate you, especially your hospitality.
Oh, of course. You're welcome to stay as long as you like, you know?
I'm with it. All right. Any final words?
No, you can catch me at garrett.d.hall on Instagram, at garretthall42 on Twitter, and I think I mentioned all the Facebook pages earlier, and come out to one of my comedy shows. I always post my comedy flyers and stuff like that, so come out to one of the shows. They're normally free, and or I can get you on my guest list, so just let me know.
Barfly, November
2nd. This Saturday.
Yes, indeed. Oh, this Saturday. This upcoming, huh? Nice, first Saturday.
Yeah.
Go check that out. It's a lot of fun.
Go to First Friday and then come to First Saturday at Barfly.
Nice. There you go. All right. And you can catch me, Mark Arriaga, Facebook, Yummus Hummus, Instagram, and Twitter. I've come to the realization that I think I have to change my Instagram and Twitter
to
my actual name. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
what
what sucks.
It's a great name, though. I'm like, Yummus Hummus. I'm like,
and that's what sucks because, like, mine's not consistent across both platforms.
Did someone take your other, like...
Yeah.
I feel like Garrett Hall's kind of, like, not a common name, but
common enough.
It's someone else's name.
Yeah. And I've already, like, made business cards and stuff, so I can't just, like, go off and change it now. I got to wait till I give out all these business cards.
Do you have your face on your business card?
No, just me standing up. I have some over here. I'll show them to you.
I like to collect local comedians' business cards.
Dude, that's a good. My entire center console in my car is local comedians' business cards.
Nice.
Yeah, just because, or like people that aren't local that'll just give me their business card, be like, "I'd love to do your show sometime." It's like, yeah, I'm sure you would. It's not that it's such a great show. It's just like, man, I know what you're after.
Yeah.
You know? It's like. People assume that because they have business cards that I'm just gonna bow down to them because a lot of these guys
don't make business cards.
No, dude. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these guys come out from L.A. and they're like, "Oh, well, I'm an L.A. comic, so you should think I'm the shit."
This is a good card.
Thank you.
It's a good card.
As soon as they tell you they're from L.A., they assume that you're just gonna like bow down to them and think they're the shit.
False. I think the complete opposite.
Yeah.
What's the D stand for?
Dane, that's my middle name.
Dane, Garrett Dane Hall.
Garrett Dane Hall.
With the
when you say it like that, right?
When you say it like that, it's a whole nother name.
Yeah,
Garrett
right.
Dane Hall, man. Yeah. He just go out there. He plays a great ball. He always gets out there, go 110%.
Yeah,
he comes from a
always
good
plays
family.
hard.
The Hall family is a great family.
Yep, good dirt. That boy comes from good dirt.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. I
Yeah, dude,
appreciate
thank you.
We can do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.